welcome to night 9. We're almost there, everybody. We're almost done. We only have one more night. I don't mean to sound like, thank God, but it's been
we're
long
almost
for me.
finished. Finally.
It's been a long time. Yes, so I'm going to have, Susie and Meg, but I'm going to have Roman and Tyler introduce themselves in just a second. But just going to say we've got Creeping It here, we've got Freddy's, and we've got Something Wicked. Well, I'm drinking tea, Luke. I'm drinking tea in my Michael Myers mug, though, so that's fun.
I'm drinking Witch's Brew.
Yeah. Any other fun drinks from anybody else?
I've got tequila soda.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Sugar-free root beer? I mean, wild? I don't know.
Someone's living dangerous.
And some wine.
And some wine. Oh, that's an interesting little combo there.
I just like to have everything at hand.
Yes.
Yes. I also have a beer and a giant mug of water.
Oh yeah, I have water and cider too. Like, I'm ready.
Right. Yeah, I just have dihydrogen oxide. In the fanciest of containers.
And just to let Roman and Tyler know, in case you don't know, Luke is from Freddy's team, and then Paul is on Something Wicked, and then Lisa and Chrissy, I'm assuming, is with you. Lisa is from Creeping It. Now, that's the only team I got a costume from. So, Paul, I know you usually submit a costume, but I didn't see one. So just to let you know, this will probably be just going to you, but this is what we have. Hellraiser trading cards from the 80s. I think there are actually there's no gum in this one, but if there was, you couldn't eat it anyway. But that's what we're getting. And then whoever wins trivia tonight will get at least, I have 2 small magnets, but if it's just a one-person team, you'll get this Elvira magnet, which you can't really see it. I knew Tyler was going to be excited about that, but you can't really see it very well, but it's a little one from that 5280s store. That's the best place in the whole world. Okay, so Roman and Tyler, tell everybody a little bit about yourselves. I've hyped you all up for a while. My other panelists can attest to that, and so can my contestants. But tell everybody how wonderful you both are.
Hi, we're wonderful. Everything you've heard is true. There are no
all
lies.
True. Yeah.
So,
Tyler and I are a wicked duo. We're the gruesome twosome of the Elm Street world, I guess. We made a movie called Scream Queen: My Nightmare on Elm Street about Mark Patton's experience making the movie and just in 80s Hollywood as a closeted gay man. And that's been still the topic of conversation for quite a while now. It's been fantastic. So we're excited. It allowed us to meet people like you and be on these shows, and
and we love it.
Wax poetic.
We love you on this show. Seriously. My mom does not like horror, and she went back and listened to the queer horror episode, and she's like, I love them. Oh my gosh, I love them.
Aaron,
tell me anytime. I will tell her which movies she should watch, and I will make it nice and calm, so she won't get
Yeah, well, she loves the Great British Baking Show.
Oh, good.
So
we can talk about Cruise eyewear. I'm a big fan.
Aaron, the more you talk about your mom, the more I'm starting to wonder if I am your mom.
You are. Surprise.
I'm your mother now.
Doesn't like horror, likes British Bake Off. Did she watch Outlander? No.
Yes, she did watch Outlander.
Son of a bitch.
You enjoyed the comments about Clive Barker and his impact on you all in your youth on the podcast. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes we've done so far this year, and one of my favorites from our horror stuff. If you didn't know, today we released our Halloween episode, so go listen to that. Susie's on there, and just wait till you hear the hot cocoa that she's giving Michael. She's also making Michael watch Hocus Pocus, so that'll be fun. Okay, so I think it's just going to be the 3 of you for this one, the 3 teams for this one. So, of course, we're going to start with you, Creeping It. So do you want a 1-pointer, 2-pointer, 3-pointer, 4-pointer, 5-pointer? I need to stop counting. You don't need me to count for you.
It's like 1
But
through
hey.
5. You could say that.
I know. I just, for some reason, I like to count. So I like to count them. I'll give them a second here to tell us which one they want.
Yeah,
And tell me if you're
no
go-
decimals.
No decimals.
We're
You're
starting
going for your
calm.
you're going for your 1 pointer, huh? Aaron counting bingo. Bingo was on our last night's stream that everyone would have loved.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got blackout. Yes.
Okay, so
When this is done, me too.
Meg, you ready?
I can't believe I'm first, but yeah, I'm ready.
I know. I can't believe you're first either.
Midnight Kiss is part of this Hulu and Blumhouse's series.
Okay, so creeping it. Do you know
Oh,
this is a whoa? That was a
Oh my
big
God.
echo there. Do you know what
The
Midnight
rear-
Kiss is part of?
Real or
the real horror is echoes.
Oh man, I'll give you a second there, creeping it, since I've got it up there. You could read it. Sorry. The sound distracted me. My own voice distracted me. Exactly, bingo. And just because I like the poster so much, although it might show up again, I just love that poster.
Amazing.
Plus, I spend a lot of time making those cards. Okay. I do.
Which night was it where you spent a lot of time making the cards and 0 time proofreading them, and no one knew?
Every night. Every night.
That is public spelling is my greatest fear.
Yeah. You should. I mean, yeah. All of the mistakes I have made. Yep. So, Freddy's, are you going backwards in order or forwards? And are you counting from the correct way or backwards? Since you usually go in order, Luke. Man, we are quiet today during the in between times.
I'm just give me a minute, all right? Just this
Hey,
is the first class.
Aaron! Yes, backwards. So we're going to 5. That's the other Erin. She is my lovely, wonderful, amazing producer. She came up with our logo. She helps handle our Instagram and Facebook, and she is just the most amazing person.
And she
Okay,
makes
so
a
you're going
fabulous TikTok.
Oh yes, that
Yes.
amazing
Yes.
TikTok. Yes, that is. We have joined the world of TikTok. We did follow you, Tyler. Tyler
What
has not
do you-
followed us back.
What do you think of it so far? Is it a mess?
I don't
Is
understand
it
it.
wonderful?
I don't understand it.
It'll
So-
take
Tyler, you
it'll
didn't.
take all of your
She said
time.
you didn't follow her back.
Let me
Yeah,
fix
you
that
didn't.
right now.
I have a
Calling you
TikTok,
out.
but I have never made a single video because I don't know how to do it. I just go on there and basically like random shit that I see. And I like that Paul's like, dance, Meg. I'll get drunk, Paul, don't you worry. Have I let you down yet?
What's the handle?
It's a fandom thing. Duh.
See,
Look for your look
I
at
have
your
to look at your
followers.
logo so I can spell it right because I don't want to be a fool on the internet.
Tyler is actually a
As he says,
terrible
what's
speller.
your username?
And
Terrible
I'm
stuff,
doing
yeah.
it with sunglasses on. Can I get an
Okay, well, we're gonna go to the first 5-point question because Freddy's is doing it backwards. So, and this one is perfect for Roman to read. So, you ready, Roman?
I think so.
Son of a bitch. Oops.
All right. So, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. How much screen time does Freddy get?
That question should have been.
I
a
like
little
how you did
different.
How much screen time does
Scream time.
What?
That's amazing.
Okay, so do you know, Freddy's? Come on, Luke. Do you know how much screen time?
Ew.
69 minutes. I do like that answer.
Wink,
That's
wink.
almost as long as the movie is, and you know it.
But that is incorrect. So it's up to Creeping It and Something Wicked.
So I've told myself I
Kinda
can't guess
how
on
much
any of these
TikTok
anymore.
does his parent. 13 is exactly right. You got it. Something Wicked.
Okay, I have a question.
I'll take
Which
a
one
drink
of
for
you
you, Paul.
fact checked this? Did you have a stopwatch?
Yes.
You. Okay.
No, I didn't have a stopwatch with me.
She went on IMDb.
Okay.
Actually, I did not come
So
up with that
13.
question.
It's 13.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I have
I don't think
Weird-
Roman and Tyler believe this. So
listen. I have weird niche interests where I like to count things, so I'll count it for you and double check.
I can guarantee it's 13 minutes from my many, many watches.
Yeah. No, it sounds right. For some reason, I wanted to say something even less. So maybe
okay.
Paul, I listened
That's
to the
awesome.
podcast. That's amazing.
That pool party scene goes on pretty long.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. That's the whole 13 minutes.
Yeah, I've decided I can't guess in any of these because I know for sure none of it's the answer, but I might stumble on something correct just
Yes.
messing
And
around.
then you'll give it all away.
And then
Yep.
Aaron will kick me off and I'll never be allowed back on.
That's
The
that.
stakes could be higher.
Isolation.
We're talking about Hellraiser cards.
Yeah. Come on. You guys
There's a
like
lot
my
on the
candle?
line.
Right?
There's a lot of the line.
It's a life-changing moment for someone. Move that bus.
Boom, bap, buzz.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ham's beer last time. Yes, that's true. You did, Meg. Last time you gave away the answer to the question. In
Everyone
trails.
had already guessed wrong. It was open,
That's true.
and I
That's
I
true.
wasn't even guessing. I was just talking
No, you were
about
just
Ham's
talking
beer,
about yes, and that happened to be the answer.
my
Okay.
specialty. Land of the clear blue waters.
So, Paul, what point question do you want?
I can
There
be
are-
a muggle too, Paul. It's okay. I get it.
I like the muggle. Meggle Muggle.
Meggle the
Muggle
muggle.
Meggle the Muggle. Yeah.
I
Start
believe
low.
it's pronounced Merkel.
Miggle Muggles Merkle.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Merkin, and I'm like, let's not do that.
Yes, let's do that.
It's a high-esteemed family show.
Yes,
Yeah, this is a
exactly.
good
Very
Christian
family show.
podcast.
I went so long without saying the F word on these lives, and then Aaron was like, I don't know why you're not. You can. And then I just let loose.
I'm telling you, watch out. We're almost
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
Paul told me to get the fun juice, so I'm going.
Okay, Susie, you ready?
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Baba Shook is from Georgia.
All horror icons are from Georgia. That's where I'm going with it.
It's true.
This actress provides the voice of Tiffany in Seed of Chuck.
Does anyone think that hold music sounds like an elevator version of Britney Spears' Circus?
I think that's the first time we've heard that, but
Next
Oh
time you
my
hear it, you'll be like,
God.
"In the center of the ring like a circus." I don't know the words.
I am no
Yeah.
longer capable
I'm
of
hearing-
not dancing when the
Oh,
it
I
comes
know.
on
I
now.
dance
Hearing
every
that
time
now.
it comes on.
Aaron yelled at me once for not dancing, and now I'm just
I
Doing
did. Oh, that's true. I did
Right.
yell at you once.
Doing the white girl dancing.
Now it's time.
Yes, you're supposed to be dancing.
I love
That's
Jennifer
fu-
Tilly.
That's part of the fun.
As the VJ said, you should be dancing.
Okay, so creeping it. Are you going in order or no?
I like how Aaron's just like, I'm moving on.
That's what I do. Except for it's not just you now, Meg, that I'm moving on from.
I'm encouraged.
So last time I asked Erin, I haven't met these guys at all. I was like, do I have to like be nice? And she's like, oh no. Fine. If anything, you're gonna have to fight to talk, which I'm like, that's my jam. That's what I do. So
The library is open. All right.
Oh my gosh. See, told you. Okay, so it's you, Tyler.
Oh no.
You ready,
I can't
Tyler?
read. You
You can't read.
just outed me to all of your fans.
I hate to break, you're in the wrong trivia night.
All right.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay.
Channel your inner Southern lady.
Ooh. The character Pinhead from Hellraiser is a nickname. What is the name in the film/script?
I wish you could see Susie sometimes. She's just always shaking it. Especially when we did slashers and you had the Jason mask on.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, there was a Jason
That was
striptease
amazing.
involved. It was great.
See? And that's why I'm sad I can't see anybody else. It's just myself.
Oh yeah, you can't see. I can see everybody. See, don't know.
can't
Okay,
see.
so
I can't see
Creeping
anyone
and
else
Freddy's.
either. What is this?
It was Needlefoot.
Creeping,
It was
sorry.
Needlefoot.
yes, Needlefoot. That's right.
It's Bob.
Engineer. No,
Yeah.
no.
Nelson
no
got nailed.
Ew.
Ay.
Okay, so this is for anybody that's watching too. So the other Aaron, do you know, or any of the other people? Because I see how many people are watching. So if any of you know, just for fun, you don't get anything. Just
Oh, I was gonna say.
I know.
His name was Paul Reiser.
Crochet.
Paul Reiser. Crochet.
I think you mean Steve Gutenberg. I'm sorry.
Who makes Steve Gutenberg a star? We do.
Okay, well, Roman knows.
Can I answer? I can answer.
Yes, you can answer.
It's the Hell Priest, right? Is that right or no?
Not exactly. No.
Oh,
Father Hell.
shit.
Like,
Father
this-
Hell.
I
No,
like
it's
Carly's
something
answer.
priest.
Daddy
I thought it was
Hell.
the Hell Priest. The Hell. No.
El Señor de los Pins.
Carla, I love you.
You gotta say it like a telenovela. El Señor.
Okay,
And then have like
okay.
the Spanish guitar behind it.
It has been established that I cannot do that. I
just roll
anytime
the
you
R.
hear me and Carla talk about telenovela and she just has this beautiful pronunciation, I'm just like, yep, it's a telenovela.
And you say it in that southern accent?
I get the most Wisconsin, I think, when I try and do literally any other accent.
Yeah.
I, as a
Well,
Minnesota
this was
boy,
the
have the
answer
same
we had
problem.
there. So, yeah.
Lead
Lead
center.
Cenobite.
No.
Lead
So
Cenobite.
Carla, you
Lead
get it.
cen-
You get it.
Oh, in the
Get it,
did it say in the script?
Yes.
That's weird because it's in the book. He's actually known as the Hell Priest.
Yeah.
So
But in
Pinhead
this-
is not an official name.
Uh-oh.
Cute.
Uh-oh. The
Uh-oh.
girls are fighting.
Uh-oh.
We got some Hellraiser beef.
Cinnabon.
Roman's going to be the fact checker tonight. So if any of these questions are wrong,
You'll hear about
It's
it.
Yeah.
I'm already hearing about it.
They'll let us know. Like, oh no.
so Tyler, you're from Minnesota?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh no.
Hanging out at the deer stand with my folks. We're having some goulash and some hot dish.
Send you home with a nice bag.
Oh, I got so many bags. I got bags for my bags because the bags were too full of other bags.
I was on a live stream for a different podcast and I said bags. And they're like, what? What?
Bags.
Bags. Anyway, Hellraiser
Is
beef.
this what it feels like when I speak Spanish?
No, because that sounds good.
Conversation.
That sounds
Nobody
good.
understood none of that conversation. I think I understood back.
Tell your folks I says hi.
Oh yeah. We're up on the roof.
Oh no. Okay. So Freddy's, we're going to your 4-pointer. Okay, Susie, you ready? It's you finally, right? It feels like it hasn't.
Hit me with the thing.
It's
Wait,
not
no.
Susie's
Say-
turn. It's
Hit me
my
with the
turn.
question.
It's next
No!
turn.
It's not your turn, Meg. Meggles.
Yeah.
Every
next
every
turn.
live stream, at some point, you yell at me about not being ready, and I'm the only one who knows what the fuck is happening.
You're like, I'm the only one keeping track.
It's true. Of course, I skipped over myself.
There is
We didn't
you.
even
Oh,
make it
see?
a full round before the claws came out.
I know, man.
Paul's making me drink. I'm surly when I'm a clown.
Right.
Okay, well, I guess it should be me then. I guess it should be me. I always forget when it's me. So, okay.
Hellraiser beef is a whole. That's
In Hello, Mary Lou, prom night 2, what is Kelly seen drinking in most of her scenes? And this is for you, Freddie. Okay, so Luke, what is it that Kelly is seen drinking? Yes, this is yours.
yeah, Luke, you're on Team Freddy.
Yeah, remember, I came up with your team name. I did, because they didn't know what to name themselves. So I went with Freddie.
Okay, Luke.
Right,
Luke,
bending
put
signpost.
the
Just
porn down and answer the question.
No.
You can read
Share
about
porn.
hot. Yes.
virgin mimosa. No, it was not a virgin mimosa.
Share the porn. Post a link in the comments.
And Luke, remember, you're supposed to be looking for certain fanfics for me.
Also, Luke, I'm wondering, is that another timestamp for 4-letter word for intercourse?
Fanfic?
Yeah.
I think you should close those tabs and pay attention to the question.
So this is open for Creeping It and Something Wicked. No, you haven't been able to find any? Or no, it's not for that. That probably wasn't addressed to me. That is a really
I think
long
the other
drink
teams
name.
are. I think the other drinks are.
No, not
waiting. The
Screwdriver.
other teams.
So Creeping It. It's a 65,010 chapter Big Bang.
Oh, we were 4,000 away from a perfect number.
Luke's just going to be reading. No, very close though. Very close. So now
Coke
it's open
Zero.
to everybody. Coke Zero. I don't think Coke Zero was around then.
Luke,
but-
drop those links. No, I'm just that's like one of those
just
two-person
taking that
love
off.
triangles. The 4-letter words for intercourse. Fanfics.
Is this like a work in progress? We're going to start
No.
just talking about fanfics.
Yeah, we're just. Well, you wanted us to talk.
You know, it took me the longest time to figure out that whip was work in progress. I was like, why is everyone calling their fanfics whips? What is whips?
Very good, Carla. It is Diet Pepsi. Very good, Carla. You don't
That's
get
how we know
anything
it's
for
fiction.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna
Nobody
guess
drinks
Tab.
Diet Pepsi.
What?
Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal
Pepsi.
New Coke.
Zima.
Pepsi. Zima. Paul, are you also going in order? Let us know in the comments. Okay, so Luke is leaving to go read some porn.
And not sharing with anyone? Man.
It's
It
part
better
of
be
the.
queer
not nice.
horror porn.
It's the Deancast.
Why can't he read it
campaign.
out loud?
Right.
Yeah, read it out loud.
Here, let me quick
Yes,
open
right.
it, and I'll
Yeah.
that's all I'll do in between questions is just to read Dean Cass porn fix.
But you gotta
share
you
with the
gotta
class.
read it legit, like with
Right,
enthusiasm.
right. Put some energy
Yeah.
into it. I want to
Oh,
passion.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be the
Oh yeah,
character.
don't
your
you know?
audience?
I would read it with the passion. Eh?
What's the scenario? Who are the players?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah. You gotta turn your audience into Little Caesars pizza. You gotta get us hot and ready.
Right? And I want pizza. All right.
Yeah. I want some meat.
I got $5. I want to be satisfied.
Oh,
Don't
Carla's
want the
right.
sausage, Miggles.
Nope, Carla says let Susie read it with the accent. That's it. Chef's kiss.
Which one?
Okay, so we're moving on. Meg, you ready to read a question?
Always.
Always? You're always ready?
Always ready.
Always.
Oh, Paul's writing us some Dean and Cass fanfic, but he's spelling Cass wrong. What is the name of the place the monsters gather in the film Nightbreed? Jen Owens!
Yes, I decided we wouldn't listen to the whole thing. It is Midian. And remember, if you haven't listened to our interview with Midian Crosby, Monster Midian, who she did legally change her name from Jessica to Midian because of how much she loves Clive Barker. So go listen to that interview. She's awesome. I went to high school with her. She's so cool. So yeah. And then hi Jen, my podcast brain twin. I love you. Hello. Hello,
And
hello,
fun
hello.
Story, Paul, the show actually does it with CASS. So,
Yeah.
Uno
no,
reverse. Your
it's weird
copyright.
because sometimes the subtitles say CASS and then sometimes it just says CAS. And I'm like, make up your mind, guys. Someone just decide. Someone just decide.
Someone make a choice.
Roman,
Oh,
Tyler,
yeah.
do you want to weigh in on the cast?
The Cass
I don't
Cass.
know what this is.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
Y'all can talk about it. I'll come back when you're done.
He's still waiting. He's still waiting for the porn to
Oh
be
yeah,
read
we're gonna
aloud.
be reading the porn. Where's the porn, Meg? Have you found it yet?
I did not actually start looking.
Well, you're failing. Okay,
Yeah,
so
well, you know, it had to happen at some point.
it to happen at some point.
So much shade.
Okay.
Oh, Jen Owens, I was by your house this weekend.
Aw.
Not in a creepy way. In Jen Owens.
Wearing Olivia Rodrigo driver's license.
I've known her for a long time.
Yeah, I know my costume is the best, right, Jen? My no costume. Tyler took his glasses off, so
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, Carla's got some hot takes. In the
Now I can
comments.
read.
He finally got his reading glasses on.
I have to also be cautious not to get my screen in the reflection. So it
It's working out real well.
He's just doing the Kubrick stare with the glasses.
Well, Jen, Marty was with me, so otherwise it would have been in a creepy way, just slowly rolling by your house. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so Roman, you ready to read another question?
I am totally ready to read a question. All right.
I was going to say,
Ooh.
as he doesn't
A
read the
theater-
question.
He's ready. He's just not willing.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Listen up. Listen up. Here we go. A theater in LA handed out what to moviegoers seeing Raw? Did you get that?
Okay, yes, that was correct.
Now all I can hear is that Britney song. That's all I hear now.
Now, see, if I was operating that
And
theater, I would have handed out throat lozenges from all the screaming you were going to be doing.
I
and how
think
much
that
it
was
hurt.
just. I think that was just you, Tyler.
Yeah, when I heard that episode, I like kept wanting to like just reach through and just hand you a lozenge or make you a tea.
Not fun.
You know what's
Not
funny?
fun.
He's like that a lot. He normally sounds like Peter from the Brady Bunch who was going through puberty. Like he's been perpetually like that,
Third time's a charm.
right? Yeah.
This time it's going to stick. I know it is.
This time it's gonna stick. We're all rooting for you.
No, I keep horrifying Aaron because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna make like some spaghetti and gonna have fried chicken with me.
I've never
not
seen
do
this
this,
movie,
please.
so I.
Because I
would
love
hate this movie.
If you want to be on brand, don't fry the chicken. Just serve it as it comes out of the package.
right. Yeah. Although salmonella is a thing.
Did you
Wait,
see
did
that
I
it was a
watch this
weird-
movie? I watched this movie,
Yes,
right?
you did. You commented on it on the podcast.
We talked about it. When she like goes
Remember?
into
I
her
did.
little
We
like
talked about it.
fridge.
We were talking
I'm
about
getting
the
it confused.
Hmm.
the
And-
vegan stuff. You were
No,
talking
there
about the
was a-
vegan stuff.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm getting it confused with another one that I saw recently that was like this weird, surreal movie. Like a zombie teenage girl is like, has
Yeah.
this ravenous hunger.
That's the movie.
Was that it?
That was Raw.
No,
Yeah.
there was a different one.
She's not like a
Okay, forget
zombie,
it.
though.
It'll come to me.
I'm getting it
There we go.
confused with the same movie.
Was
No,
the
I
zombie
saw-
one Life After Beth?
Teeth or eat. Well, eat is like a what?
Say it again. Live
Teeth
after
was eat.
Beth.
That one you said.
Yeah, because that's also one where it's like a zombie girl with a hugger as well. There's also one with like
Wait.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and his daughter.
Maggie.
Don't all
yeah,
zombies
is it Maggie? Yeah.
have a ravenous hunger? Like, isn't that kind of their thing? I mean, I
Right.
don't
What-
watch horror, but I feel like I know that much.
In Raw, she takes
But
raw
what
chicken
was the
breasts
move-
out
what
of the
was-
fridge and just
Yeah, and
goes
eats
to
it.
town.
She does.
What was the movie
Gross.
you just
Nice.
mentioned before the Schwarzenegger thing?
Life After Beth.
You don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Life After
that's
Starring
not what I
Aubrey-
saw.
Audibly Plaza. Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza.
I like.
I feel like
Aubrey
that
Plaza
chicken
does
raw
like
would
her.
like to come to Wisconsin where we have cannibal sandwiches where it's just raw ground beef and onions. I've never actually met
Right.
someone who eats
What?
it, but apparently it's a whole thing in Wisconsin.
Is it a delicacy?
I haven't even eaten meat
It's
for
raw
like
ground
25
beef.
years,
Of course,
so
it's
like
not a delicacy.
it sounds awful.
I don't know. It sounds like it's right up Harry's
Awful.
alley. He would love that.
Yes. I get that now.
Tell me more about this Harry Alley again.
Oh yay, Luke's back.
You should put up the picture.
What?
You should put up the picture of.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll put up the
Of-
picture. I know everybody's going to love to see this picture.
Yeah.
Our contestants just love it when this. I know Jen will be fine with it. There's Harry.
Who is that guy?
We've had this conversation,
Right?
Meg.
That's how your mom
Phil,
wants you to
is that Phil
Who is this?
Robertson?
Is that the Batman?
Where have I seen
The
him
Batman.
before?
Go to TikTok.
Did I go to high school with him?
I've just been murdered.
Oh, she knows Judy's kids.
Oh yeah, Judy's the
Oh,
eldest
no.
boy.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh my God,
I
wait,
knew this
it
would
was in the
happen.
movie Judy, so it tracks.
I knew this would happen. I'm like, we're gonna have Tyler and Meg on a panel together. I warned everybody ahead of time.
We're only gonna do half the questions. I'm sorry.
I feel like Aaron, you really
Sorry
should have
to
told me I should be on my best behavior.
I know. I told
You
you,
wouldn't
didn't
have
have to
listened
be.
anyway.
I would have tried. I would have made an effort. I would have put club soda in my wine. No, I wouldn't have.
Talk more about that.
Okay,
You
so
call
we're
that
gonna
drink?
go. We are
Call
going
it
to
a
move on to
cocktail.
another question.
A
So
soda
this is
name?
Paul. Paul is at number 3. I'm just talking over
Soda.
both of you.
Sorry.
I am a basic white bitch, but I don't drink Chardonnay. I have to draw the
When
line
did Paul
somewhere.
say 3?
No, because he's going in order. Paul's going.
Oh,
in order.
okay. I was like, she's psychic. She knows.
Oh,
He didn't even
oh,
Wait,
Luke says it's Win Fit Rock. Or
I-
Jim Fraggle Rock.
Paul just said Jim Fraggle Rock.
This is an on for Roman and Tyler don't know what this whole thing is about, so we don't have to explain it. That's okay.
It's like the
I mean,
mispronunciation.
I feel like
what?
it's pretty
Benedict
self-explanatory.
Cumberbatch
You put
name.
up this
You know what?
picture.
We're
and
on Luke.
no
We're
one
on
knows
Luke.
who it
I'm
is.
sorry. I messed up. We're on Luke. It's Luke's turn. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I've totally lost. Who did the last one? Yes, it was Creeping It. So it's Luke's turn.
No, Luke, it's okay. We all sat
Oh, Luke,
quietly
you're
until you
also
came
doing
back.
your 3-pointer. You're also doing your 3-pointer. Yeah, we all sat quietly. Yes.
Wait,
very
I
quietly.
wanted to know what they handed out in the audience.
Barf
The
bags.
barf bags.
I'm like,
Burbank. Burbank.
oh, I
Yeah,
didn't- I
yeah,
didn't
Creeping It
see
got it
that.
right. Yeah, sorry you
You
missed
have
it.
to open the tab where the comment section is.
Yeah, not the
Sorry, and I
private
forgot
chat.
to say it
Oh.
was they were actually custom made vomit bags, but vomit
Roman's
bags
like, I'm actually trying to do trivia night.
were-
Animal.
I wanted to know. I don't see this tab. I'm just living life on the edge and winging it. So I rely on you to give information to me.
Aaron really has all the power to put stuff on the screen. And then,
I
oh,
do.
Carl is upset because now you don't want to talk about Fish Warlock.
I don't know who this fish warlock is, but I'll talk about
He's
Finn
Judy's-
Whitrock
he's
when I'm on
Judy's-
Bed Wetter
he's-
Behead, and we play that game, which we are going to play that game with 3 of his
He's
characters from
Judy's
American
oldest
Horror
boy.
Story. So there,
You
I
gotta
got
give
that
the
in.
people what they want, Miggles and Carla. You gotta give them what they want.
I don't
We
even know
want
anything
fish.
this man is in.
We want fish.
Gosh, okay, we're moving on to the
It's
question.
not even Friday
for Freddie.
yet, Tyler.
Who just
Fred
read the
in our
last
hearts.
question? It was Roman, right? Roman read the last question.
And Susie's
So
turn.
Susie,
Yeah. I read
Susie,
last
the
one.
delicate
Susie.
southern flower, Babashook.
Susie, are you paying attention?
Yes, ma'am.
You ready, Susie?
Direct me towards the Inquisition.
Okay, Susie, go.
In Nightbreed, what is the name of the little girl Lori saved? The pacer
Wow.
test will begin at the count of 3.
Okay, so Luke, which I did not actually give the answers last night, Luke. We did talk about them, but we didn't give the answers, so I did not.
I like
boo
Carl.
him.
I think Carla's right. The fun fact about the boobs is we give the people what we want.
Lord Farquaad? No, that is not the name of the little girl that Lori said.
So I don't know if anyone
Well,
can hear.
Creeping
I keep
It and
hearing.
something wicked. Yes,
That's
I
from
keep hearing
Shrek.
this-
yes, it is Babette.
Nice.
What
I
were you
keep
gonna
hearing
say?
this weird sound, and I was wondering if anyone else heard it, but then I realized my husband is just drilling in the garage right now. So
drilling.
Is he
Really?
allowed?
drilling. Last time I did one of these, he was just like, "Yeah, I had a couple friends over hanging out in the garage with some beer." I'm like,
Oh, I've seen that movie. It's my favorite.
mhm.
You're stupid.
I cannot tell a lie.
Thank you. Is there more?
So
Thank you.
okay, so Roman, since you didn't get to know that the answer was said the last time, there you go.
Ooh, how'd you do that? We're getting
Well,
graphics.
I found
You can't
I
do
found
that.
the
I
tab
can't.
for comments so I could read them.
Oh, you
but
did.
I kind of like not knowing. I like just let's figure it out.
Just random.
Yeah.
Imagine the chaos
mystery-
if the rest of us were able to put shit on the screen.
Oh my gosh, it would be a nightmare.
We
I
would have
would
been
be in
kicked out at the first at the
Susie's like,
minute
I
mark.
want this power.
It's not
Hand me the
happening.
keys to chaos.
It's not gonna happen.
Aw.
Ew,
So wait,
Paul.
that was a Nightbreed question. Here's the thing. Clyde
Uh-oh.
Barker is my favorite, and Nightbreed is one I have never watched start to finish.
Oh,
So
really?
I don't know anything about that movie. Everybody loves it. I've
Wow.
tried to watch it. I just can't for some reason.
I
We all
haven't
have
seen
those.
either, so we
No,
can
I'm
join
gonna
a
say
class.
this,
You're like,
I'm gonna say
how-
this. It is not a good movie. It is a great movie. Like, it's difficult to
Oh,
watch
here we go.
if you've grown up watching movies and
Oh,
they're
here we go.
structured a certain way, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? But then it becomes its own thing.
You know what?
towards
I've
the end of
never
the movie.
ever heard you
You're like,
even
"This is
mention that
amazing.
movie once.
I love
Don't
this."
give me that. No.
No, this is his
Okay.
favorite movie. He grew up watching this movie. It shaped who he is as a person. Also, hi Jesse. I was just talking about how
Hi,
you
Jesse.
made fun of me for saying bags.
Jesse, you are too late to play. Your team is you're very late, so you cannot play this
All you
round.
can do is watch.
Oh.
Okay,
Read
Okay,
porn
so-
to us.
All you can do is watch
Yes,
or
that has
provide
not
fun,
happened yet,
salacious
but-
answers.
okay, Tyler, you're up.
All right.
I haven't put the question up yet, but I will in just a second here.
I'm
this is-
preparing myself.
This is for you, Paul. This question is for you, Paul.
What happens to Miriam's vampire lovers in the film The Hunger?
Dun, dun.
Aw, Jesse, you're so nice and sweet, and I'm really nice to you all the time. So
That sounds really. That was like, I am so nice to you. You are such a nice person.
they all age over time. Yes, you always love to give the very long answers, Paul. Here, we will put that up here.
Ooh.
They
Yes.
age overtime, so like time and a half. Are they union
Yes.
lovers?
It's like that movie with Robin Williams, Jack, except they're dying faster.
Oh.
This is another movie.
She doesn't know.
I had so much fun
She's
because
never
I've
even
never
seen Jack.
seen any of these movies. Even the movies like with the horror comedy and the parent or the suspense or whatever, the thriller stuff. Nothing. Even where I'm like, oh, I've seen some of these movies and they're pretty
No.
popular. Nothing. Never seen a single one of these movies.
So you lied
Except-
on your resume to get here. Great.
She had it
Nepotism
a
at
little
work
too
again,
much.
see?
I said, Erin, do you need
You
someone
like
to
my
talk?
little tea
And
sip?
she said yes. There was one, the cell. I
It's
did
okay.
see the cell in the last one. The
I'm the
Jennifer
third-
That's nice,
Lopez.
I guess.
Wasn't Jennifer Lopez also in Jack? Or did I make
I've
that
Yeah.
up?
seen
yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
I've seen Jack.
See? You can go back to the block for Jenny one more time.
I've seen Jack. Is Jenny in this other movie that was just?
She was in the cell.
No, she wasn't in The Hunger though.
I saw the cell.
She saw the cell.
I only remember that I saw it because of the horse scene. The, like,
Jesse says, you think Bowie ever thought they'd be using his music to sell me a Buzz Lightyear solo movie?
I'm sorry. Could someone provide context to that?
The new Buzz Lightyear trailer dropped today. It's a movie about the astronaut that inspired the toy or something. I don't know. I didn't watch it. But I don't think Bowie would care.
I would
that
actually
much.
I think Bowie would be cool with it because he was fine with things like Labyrinth and
Exactly.
you know. I think if it has to do with kids, he would have been like, okay, I'll do that. But if it has to do with just a commercial for like Coke, no.
Yeah.
But who knows? You know, you
The
get
kids
old
love
and
Coke.
suddenly you're like, yeah, you need that on a.
kids love Coke. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is America.
And like that just clicked.
I
in my
know.
brain. There's no delay or anything like that. I'm just listening to Paul.
And getting drunk.
Forever Young. I used to love that movie. I watched it all the time, Luke. And that's not a horror movie, except it's Mel Gibson, so I guess it counts.
Actually, I really love Forever Young. I used to.
Ooh,
We saw that in the theater like 3 times as a family.
I want to be forever young.
I have to
I
put
don't
this
think
up
you
here
do.
because this is complimenting my guests and myself. Thank you, Jesse.
Luke,
I know we're doing something. We're doing trivia. So creepy.
Allegedly.
Are we?
Allegedly.
Are we? Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta move my car at
fucking
11. Is this gonna be a
investments.
problem?
You got to move your car at 11. Well, I don't know. Is it a problem?
You got
I should drink some
77
water.
minutes.
that's quote
67
for
minutes.
something else.
Okay. Okay. So this is me reading it.
I'm
Right.
rubbing my makeup off my nose.
The mystery is gone.
No. The thrill's gone.
Where'd Migos go? Where's
I know, it's just like
In Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, why do they deem Jess's death a suicide? Oh, wait. Where's my 30 seconds? Sorry, everyone.
Comes Brittany.
And thank you for saying we're fun. We are. And the George Michael episode actually has become really popular lately. So, yeah.
Aaron,
And
did
Justin's on it.
you remember to tell the team that it was their turn?
Yeah, I said creeping it.
Okay, I'm just making
Creeping
sure.
it. It's your turn. Do you know why Jess's death was ruled a suicide? And Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2.
Also, Paul, you're right. Clowning is not in the makeup; it's a lifestyle. You're right. I'm always a clown, even without my nose.
It is a
And-
lifestyle.
Yep,
If
exactly.
they have a
because
clown
they thought-
college, then it is a lifestyle.
Beep, beep,
And
Georgie. Beep,
also,
beep.
That is correct. They thought she was pregnant, which is so disgusting. Why they would do
I
that? think
used
she's
like really like the tattoo
God, that
or
movie's
whatever
great.
eyeliner. So this is not coming off. I'm really glad I don't have any meetings tomorrow. This is just how I live now. This is my life.
Do you have bangs? Can you just pull them down? Or be all like The Grudge or whatever?
I do not have bangs. We spent way too much time talking about how much I love my hair, though, in one of these. In one of
It's
these
true.
lives. It's like, yeah, I got
Just brush
like
it
it got
forward
weird.
Here,
like
this is
cousin
for
It,
you,
and you
Roman.
can have little glasses. Oh. I don't know
Oh,
how
yeah,
you missed that
perfect.
either, because it is pretty fabulous.
Perfect.
But
this is great.
See, what you do is you get a bandana,
Oh,
and then you have 25 women compete for a date with you. Rock of
yes.
Love.
Oh my gosh. You know, I used to love Rock of Love so much. Brett Michaels is so disgusting, but I'll watch anything Brett Michaels. really a bad thing.
He is disgusting, but
This is me
I like
officially
him. He's kind of
appreciating
like
your comment.
if
He's kind of like what?
It's kind of like what?
I forgot.
It's kind of like what, Roman?
Kind of like what?
He's
Like
like
what?
reminded me of like the tuna guy that was on the side of the cans, but with like a headband, and he just I don't know. He's great. He's weird.
What tuna guy?
I told you.
I
Forget it.
remember
You know
there being a
the
mermaid.
cans of tuna had that like that cartoon tuna guy. They always reminded me of the same.
The
Never mind.
Star Kid.
It's not a mermaid. There's like a tuna. Here's like a fish, a cartoon fish that would come out and be like,
Charlie Tuna?
Charlie Tuna? That's
Says
what
Paul.
Tony, Charlie. Thank you. I was gonna say Tony, but that's the tiger. It's when you grew up in the 70s and 80s, all these people were imprinted into your head. So they're in my subconscious. It's like they're all.
I wasn't
one.
alive.
They
I
do
wasn't
it.
alive in the
Bicep.
70s.
In the 80s.
I was alive in the 80s. Also, look at Jesse.
Well,
I
there
love
you
hyping
go.
me.
You're fucked up too. It's over for
Oh
all.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is next up. It's you, Luke.
Aaron,
Your
why
par-
did your parents call you Charlie?
Because of those commercials, they
But
called
why?
you Charlie, Aaron.
Why, Aaron?
Did you really love
No,
tuna?
Because
from
from
That
Firestarter. Charlie's the best name.
Like the fragrance? You can smell
Oh,
my
yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah, Luke. We all know you're an infant. We all know.
Yeah, we don't need to know that again. Okay. I think this is you.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Who
when
is
I was
this?
alive.
I'm
Is it
reading.
your turn, Meg? That's
Yep.
what I thought.
It's
See?
Meg.
See.
I go.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to think which one I want to have you read. Okay, you're going to read that one.
A lot of fun words. It's a tongue twister.
It's not a tongue twister. I should have Tyler or Roman read this one, but I'm going to have you read it.
In the film Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, what kind of car does Jesse drive?
So this is to you, Luke. Okay, Luke, do you know what kind of car? And it wasn't a blue Jetta, like what Jesse drives. But thank you for letting us. A black 1967 Chevy Impala. Nope. No.
Holy shit, you answered that way too fast.
How is this a 2-point question?
What is happening?
Because I decided it was a 2-point
Yeah.
question.
All
I
right.
nearly broke something.
Do
Just now.
people pick the 5-point questions? Like I want to hear some.
We've already done a couple 5-point. We've already done
Actually,
one 5-point.
Oh, we did. I'm sorry.
How does this game work?
It's okay.
What's
Yes,
happening?
it is a Dodge Dart. Very good. Not a VW Bug. It's a Dodge Dart. Very
It's
good.
the deadly dinosaur.
The deadly dinosaur.
Yeah, I have,
Aaron's favorite actor actually drives a stone car. His name is Fred Flintstone.
He's got calloused feet, but he knows how to get home on time.
Right? He knows how to get home to a hot meal. And a super hot wife, like, let's be honest.
oh
I
man.
used to work at an office.
I mean, he's got cabs.
Time
of
to leave every
steel,
day.
So
He would say it was dinosaur time.
work.
Because that's when you punch out and slide down a dinosaur's back and go
That
home.
that poor bird.
That poor bird.
Did
Have
anyone
you ever
else just
thought
ever
about
just want
sliding
to?
down a dinosaur's back though? 'Cause they've got
Yeah,
ridges.
at least twice.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of
he did
doesn't-
like
That
Bumpy.
seems like, you know.
that man
Anyway.
had like
Or
rock
fun.
feet. There's no feeling in his feet.
Well, he was wearing a leopard dress, so and sliding down a dinosaur's back.
Was it a dress or a smock?
It was like a toga. It was like a toga.
Either
It was
way,
one-
what's
it was
underneath?
off the
They
shoulder.
didn't have undies.
He had a tie though, dignified. Daddy,
Because
Yeah.
it was business time.
bedrock daddy.
Yeah, and in the fancy ones, he had like just the cuffs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when he was
It's-
dancing.
Yeah, he did. It was like
Look at him, the
Chippendales. Chippendales, but from BC.
Prehistoric Chippendale.
BC? AC? GC.
Everybody's
Beastie.
working for the weekend.
Jurassic Daddy. It's okay.
Wow. I've never
Clever
thought we
girl.
talked this much
Clever
about
girl.
the Flintstones. So, Paul,
Right?
you're up with your 4-pointer. And we'll see if this
Ooh,
is deemed
do I get to
worthy
read
of
this?
being. Yes. We'll see if Roman deems this worthy of being a 4-point question.
Also, Jesse, I choose Santa
Yeah,
as a
let's see.
helper.
Okay, sorry, I'm getting to it. 1 second here. I had to count which one it was.
Move it on, Aaron. Come on.
I'm doing 20
I can't
things at
believe
once here.
this
I got
delay.
this. I got that. I got...
We're professionals.
Oh.
Okay, Roman.
Hmm. All right. Well, here's the question.
Oh no.
Here's the question. In Hellraiser, what are Frank's last words?
In what movie?
Frank's last words.
In what movie?
Fucking Hellraiser. What are Frank's last words? Do you know who Frank
Ooh,
is? Do
fucking
you know what happened to
Hellraiser?
him?
Who's
What are his last words?
Very
what
good.
movie?
I feel like if you're fucking Hellraiser, you really need a tetanus
There's
shot.
Jesus. Just for you.
Maybe.
Look at Jesus.
I
Also-
thought it
the
was a
spooky
4-point
sweater.
question. I think that one was easy,
Mm.
but they deserve it.
But see,
It's a
for
good one.
some people,
It's a
it
good one.
wasn't easy. Some
was not
people, it's
easy for
not
me.
easy. Some people, the questions
But
that I've
knowing
asked
what
in
kind
the
of,
past,
I don't even know what kind of car my parents have. Like, I don't know what car names are. So to me, that's a 6-point question.
Right,
But-
right.
This
That's a
one,
hetero
well, you
question.
got it. Good.
Roman's here to put me in my place with my trivia.
I'm,
Well, I've
And on the
decided- I-
seventh
It's
day,
fine.
Jesus
It's fine.
slept. All right.
I decided to follow Roman
You're
and Tyler
stupid.
so
You're
we
so
can
stupid.
And on the
collaborate.
8th, Roman came to correct everyone.
I did. Actually,
On the 8th day, Jesus brought receipts.
All I can hear is the voice of that woman where the guy is like, that is not correct because according to the encyclopedia,
Right, right.
I feel like that's
Paul
what
does
it
agree
only
that the
means,
car
that's
one was
why.
harder.
All I'm
But
saying
it still
is
was answered. It still was answered.
every podcast needs live on the air fact checkers to keep
Absolutely.
the jokes flowing.
Yes, and that's why we brought Roman.
That's right. Right.
I feel
Thank
like
you.
the next time Tyler and Roman are on one of your episodes, Aaron, I should be on
Is
there
that gonna
just
happen?
to
though?
make
Just
editing,
kidding.
just to make editing really fun for you.
That you should be on there too.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about so many side stories. You're gonna
Oh.
forget what the topic was.
we're gonna go on so
Mm.
many tangents
Mm.
off into the weeds. We're just
You
gonna
can't
have a
spell
Midwest
tangent.
off.
if you guys let us roll, you'll hear a lot of stories you didn't need to hear too, like things that like shouldn't come to light.
Aaron's just like,
I
I
hear
only
one of
I feel like
those.
they do need to come to life.
I know, man.
Yeah, just tempt
Then
us
I'll have
better
to be
than not come through.
apologizing to Tyler all tomorrow. It's just too much.
We're gonna keep
Wait,
the claws
I read a
inside
question. What's the
tonight.
next one?
What's the next
Just
one?
get it.
Yeah,
Just get a
I
sign
know,
like
I
Wile E.
know,
Coyote
I
that
know,
says sorry
I
and just
know.
flip it up every once
It's
so
for-
often in a while.
This is a 5-point question. Okay.
Ooh, is it really though? Is it really?
Hmm.
Probably
Is it-
not.
is
It
it?
probably
Is it
it?
really
Is
a
it?
5-point question?
It probably really isn't.
Aaron,
according to
did you
some
think
people.
when you were doing these trivia nights that they would all just become giant roasts of Aaron?
Of me? No, I didn't, because I was like,
These are my friends.
everybody's gonna be like, Aaron, we love you, and then it just
We
turned
do
into
love
something
you.
else.
Has someone check her? I think she's almost done.
How you doing?
What?
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Good
we'll see if this is deemed a
evening.
5-point question. We'll see. Oh, I'll do that one.
Is it a 5 point? Is it a 5 point?
Probably not, but
Give us 5.
okay, you ready, Creeping It? This is who's reading this one? See, I can't remember.
Susie.
I think it's you, Susie.
Baba Shook.
Baba Shook.
It is me.
Ready?
Tis moi.
Are you ready?
She's
I don't know,
very
am I?
ready.
Are you ready?
Ready to go.
Am I? Ooh! In The Hunger, what is Dr. Sarah Roberts' field of study?
It was not Hungology. Creeping It, this is to you.
Oh, really?
Hungology. Hey.
Yeah.
That sounds
What-
like an
what's
area
that?
of expertise I could major in.
What's that study in?
No. It's a really
not
hard class.
physics.
It's really hard field sometimes, but you just got to work your way through it.
Not physics. So it's to you, Freddy's and something, or Luke and Paul. Hey, Luke and Paul. So we've got. Never mind.
What?
Yes.
What do you got? What do you got?
So it doesn't matter. Paul got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Good
it.
job, Paul.
Way to go, Paul. That's
Yay.
amazing.
I love that Paul always comes in with the essay answers.
I know. Well, it was actually an essay answer. We had it down as an essay answer too. So
I got Luke.
what,
I prefer
Aaron?
when
I'm
Jesse.
concerned. I prefer when Jesse can't participate. We have a much better time.
Reading is what?
Fundamental.
Fundamental.
Slay.
Shots fired.
Although Jesse did say this earlier, I kind of ignored it. Said Jesse's like, let's roast me. Okay. Aaron be like, I don't really like that game, but
Jesse, that's every trivia night.
I love roasting. Do it.
I was
Do it.
roasting earlier some pumpkin seeds.
what?
I love a
I
good
was
rump
roasting
roast.
I like a good
Pumpkin
roasted
seeds.
chicken.
Pumpkin
Aaron's-
seeds.
I like how Aaron has this big sigh. Just regretting every decision she made that led her up to this point.
You don't feel like that every day?
She's like, why'd I let these clowns on here?
You're
I know.
going to think about it tomorrow morning.
No, I don't have a nose. I'm not a clown.
None of these people will be returning ever again. Just so everybody knows.
We're
Just
going out
kidding.
with a
I love
bang.
you all. Just kidding.
You
Setting
say that
fires.
every trivia night, and I'm still
I do.
here.
I
Like-
know. I know.
I was gonna say something gross, but I decided
Okay.
not to.
So Tyler has to read this question.
Oh, no. Oh,
You
no.
have to.
Oh no.
Okay. And I probably won't be deemed a 1-pointer, but go for it.
All right, y'all. Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, star of the 2019 film Spiral, also starred in this season of American Horror Story.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Shadow?
Luke, do you know? And yes, I know there is a misspelling on here. I put together 80 of these.
Paul is distracting Luke as a
Wait.
I know.
strategy, I think.
How many of these do we have to read?
87 more. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's only another 16 hours. It's fine. That's why I brought so much booze.
You don't have to stay here the whole time.
Van Wet Rock.
American Horror Story. Not the 80s season, not 1984. No, not that season.
Best year of the 1980s. I have.
Did you guys like that one?
I love that one.
I loved it.
I've never seen it.
I got one
hate it.
episode in.
Kind of the only
Terrific.
one I did like.
Oh, good. I'm glad you
I
liked it.
I
You can
really
stay.
liked it a lot.
Yes, it's a good
I
season.
did. I
was fun.
in the first one or two.
It was
that was the only
Apocalypse,
one I
you're
was like, okay, I could do this. The others I couldn't do.
I have not
Apocalypse.
seen. I've seen like one episode of the
That's Jen's
very
favorite.
first season ever of American Horror Story, and that's it. And also, Paul,
What's the
Um,
second
so-
season called?
Asylum.
Asylum.
That's
What
my
was the
favorite.
second season called?
That's
That's
one
the
of
thing
my-
I think is
Asylum.
Asylum had is so much. It was too much.
all
Asylum could have
have
been
too
3
much.
different seasons.
That is
They
the
do
show.
have
Too much for
They all
show.
had too much. But I liked.
It's
I
true.
liked. So the camp one was called 84.
Yes.
Right?
Camp Redwood. Mm-hmm.
I'm veering off on a tangent here, but 1984. That one was really fun. I thought it had like the Billy Idol character that was supposed to
Yep.
come play, and someone else died. It's good.
And it has Richard Ramirez.
It's in it,
is
you know,
in it.
whatever. You watch it was fun. You laugh. I forget what happened. Oh, is it? Is he the guy that? Is he like the main? You think it's like? Did I watch it? But I did. I like.
am I
That's what I'm waiting for the end of the story to figure out.
alive? Luke,
You notice
Malcolm
in all these movies, I'm like, didn't I see
is
that?
a
I
great
think I
name.
saw it.
Yes, and you don't
Maybe I
remember
did.
any of it. Coven is Aaron's
I don't,
favorite.
because
Apocalypse
a
is
lot of
Jen's
these are made-
favorite.
A lot of these are made to just be like this. Like you watch it, it's great, it's fine, it's forgettable. But that's kind of the way the 80s were, you know?
It's all the jazz.
Most of
hands.
those movies
Sorry.
were made to like sell the ticket, watch it, make out with your whoever, and you know, come back next week for another one. That's it.
It's true.
Cheers.
So we like it because it's true to the experience. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love it
I
for
liked
all
it, but
the
that's not
reasons
the
Roman
question.
just said. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm sorry, I zoned out for a second.
It was fun. It was fun. It was good.
It was very interesting.
Also, Luke, if you're looking for a new name, I will throw my support behind Mal from and Malcolm Reynolds. I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, so I
When I
think this
get
is
too
me.
far behind in the comments, I'm like, where do I start?
Yeah.
I know there are
What-
so many comments
Am I
in there. I don't
scrolling?
have any idea what's going on. Sorry,
That's the
everybody.
perk of not knowing anything about any horror genre at all, is that I can't contribute to any of that. I can just make fun dick jokes and read the comments.
When did they
I
start?
do.
The
I do
fun
think that-
dick jokes, never.
I do
I'm-
like what Carla said a while back. Carla said this. So just keep that in mind. Thank you, Carla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's to
Yeah.
roast? There's nothing. She's a salad. You keep it cool.
Hey.
Aw.
Aw, no one's just stuck up.
You're the only one allowed back on.
Reminds me when Bex was on last time, and it was like it was her second time on the show, and she was so nice, and we were like, "Oh, you're new."
Okay. So I guess this is me reading this 5-pointer. And then
Wait, what was the answer?
we haven't even done it yet.
What was the
Apocalypse.
question?
Oh,
I already forgot.
Apocalypse.
It was
Of the-
apocalypse. Right?
Apocalypse. From
Yeah,
the last
Apoc-
one.
We
Apocalypse.
still we're still
We've
on
been
it.
way
We're
gone
still here.
on that.
Again, somehow I'm a bottle of wine in, and the only one who seems to know what the hell is happening in this show. It's amazing.
In this
I love
show?
this. Yeah. Definitely.
We'll see if this
We're
is
on TV now.
We'll see if this is deemed a 5-point question, but this is for something. And then we have open questions. So then after this, since everybody's gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll have it open, and then everybody can stay on as long as they want to. We will do the We'll show the costumes actually before we do the open questions. Okay, to prepare for her role in Jennifer's Body, Megan Fox dropped 15 pounds, getting her down to what skeletal weight?
What?
Okay, 100 and fine. Oh, clever, Jesse.
Jesse, you made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yes.
69.
69. That would have been scary. That would have been something Christian fucking Bale would do.
See, at least I know who that is.
You know who Megan Fox is.
I know who Megan Fox is. I mean, I'm named
So
Megan.
Yep.
I'm named
my-
Megan.
you're aware of what we're talking about.
I'm still not aware because
Okay.
I know nothing. I'm Jon Snow.
You definitely need to
Bingo.
watch
Luke
Jennifer's
got
Body.
bingo.
It's
We
fun.
we weren't playing bingo, but Luke got bingo. So we will, before we do open questions, which will be
What's
just
the answer?
97 pounds. We already did it.
Oh, that's so gross.
I know.
Sorry, that makes me sad.
I'm sorry to make a sad question.
Way to
here.
bring
I
it
actually wasn't the
down.
one who came up with that question, I will say.
Drag her. Who was it? Who was it?
I'm not gonna say.
I'm on my joke.
but I
Jesse,
let it
when
on
did
there, so you
you-
can blame me.
Induce vomiting for me. What?
Okay, so before we do
Sorry.
open questions, I will just quickly. This is Creeping It's costume thing, Rocky Horror.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god.
Amazing.
And so you are automatically getting the Hellraiser cards because you're the only costume contestants. Next year, we are not doing the costume contest because my contestants have let me down.
Y'all.
They're like, we don't want to dress up for Halloween in August.
Paula, hi, Paula.
Paula, Aaron misses you so much.
I do.
Hey,
Oh my
Paula.
gosh.
Straight up, now tell me. Are you having fun?
I like that Luke
So,
says,
this
I
is
love
Luke.
how lost
Yeah, I know.
Tyler and Roman are.
They're like, why did we come on here again?
This is a serial podcast. You have to listen to all the other episodes so you can know what's happening.
What
These
were
aren't
you
actually
doing in
the
the Best
episodes.
Buy parking lot?
Yeah, this is not an
Your
anthology
cell
series.
phone pinged off of these towers. I'm such a
Okay.
slut for true crime.
Way to blame the audience.
See,
When
I
did
agree
blame
with
the
Jen.
audience?
Just make a contest for the panelists because we're the ones that are getting dressed up more than anyone else.
That's true. That's a.
Oh, yeah. I want a prize.
The commitment. All I want is a pin with the awesome logo that Aaron A designed. That's
will
all
give
I
you a
want.
pin. I'll give you a pin.
And a sticker and a shirt and a tote bag and no, I'm just kidding.
I'll give you a pin with the logo on it. Here. Do Roman and Tyler want a logo pin?
Of course.
Okay, well then you have to give me where I can mail it, but
Here's not right now. Don't do it right now, you guys.
or I can give you a magnet.
Internet stalking
Roman,
101.
your microphone is turned off.
Yeah, your microphone's muted.
Dracula sucks. I love it.
I have it on
I
good
used-
authority that he's telling the truth.
I used to have a shirt that says "Real Blood is for Suckers" that I got when I bought a season of True Blood from Target, and they gave that. Oh, Jen Owens.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
they
what
gave a
season did you
T-shirt
buy?
away.
What season was it?
It was season 1 because they were
Okay,
really doing the
okay.
heavy promo, and that's when Target had like season 1 and then this Real Blood is for Suckers t-shirt. Like, I was deep in the True Blood fandom for too long.
For the whole time, or when did you see the light?
Oh, well, so
Was
I
it
read
the
the
Weird
books
Jaguars?
before.
Sorry,
I
we're gonna go down a long tangent.
Yeah,
I
I read the
didn't-
books before the show ever came out. And
Okay.
I stopped watching the show at the end of the 6th season because I was so mad about what happened in the books that I didn't want to see how the show would make it even worse.
I cannot support this anymore.
Yeah, I was like, I am done. I threw my True Blood orange sodas away. I cast off my Real Blood is for Suckers shirt. Oh, I bought the sodas.
Did you mix
They're
that
still
with wine?
talking, and I'm just wondering.
I'm excited for the chat. Like, yes, can I get one of
Yes.
those pins, please?
I want one too.
The Findom. Who's Finn?
Because
Girl, we
Uh,
did this.
Aaron made this
We've been
amazing,
doing it for weeks, Tyler.
this amazing new logo of ours.
It's
It's very exciting.
We're all
That's
sending Meg a
amazing.
sticker.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
Paul.
be selling that soon.
Oh, Sake. I can't read it without.
We did do an episode recently on True Blood. Meg was on that one, so go listen.
I was
to that
really
episode.
mad. Like, we were
We
all
were
pretty
really
mad
mad.
by the end of it. I
We
think.
were. That dude from Town High. Someday I'm gonna have to watch that. Okay, so we are gonna try and do open
Oh,
points
Jesse,
here,
I
but
get
I don't know
that.
if that's gonna happen.
I've seen Adventure Time, and Finn is a great character. Sorry.
Bye, Jesse. Okay,
That's the only Finn I recognize.
we are seriously gonna try and do open questions, Meg, because you're reading next. That's why I pointed your name out.
I know. I'm ready.
You ready?
Always. Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay, so this is open to our contestants, not everybody, but just to our 3 contestants. So Paul, Luke, Chrissy, Lisa.
Catherine Newton, one of the stars of Freaky, also starred in this long-running CW show.
Oh.
Sorry, I let it play out, even though I wasn't going to. But yes, that's right. It was Supernatural.
Like, you sped it up, and then you
And-
slowed it down.
Bye, Jen. It was
Bye, Jen
anybody's
Owens.
turn. It was anybody's turn, Luke. That was open. That was one of the open questions. So it was anybody's turn. So yes. Yes.
Yeah, Carla, I got
Thank you,
excited
Paul.
reading it.
It
I
was
love
cute.
Catherine Newton. I'm so happy for all of the things that are coming for her. Not like in a creepy monsters eating you kind of way that I just realized that sounded like.
Is everybody
for
else
her
excited
career.
for her?
I'm excited for her.
I'm excited for her
Roman,
career.
Tyler, Susie.
I just
They're like,
said.
No, here.
Roma's like, I don't know who this is.
Hi,
I was
Jen,
here
by
for
the way.
trivia night. I am done with this fucking nonsense.
Aren't you glad you came on?
You're muted again.
We can't hear you.
We get you.
Roman froze, and we can't hear him.
He's not frozen anymore. Can't hear you. Aw. We lost Roman.
Oh.
This
Tyler's-
Emily.
Ah!
Maybe we'll get Roman back. I hope we get Roman back. If
Carla,
not,
you are 100% correct. I took everything in me to not be like, I love her in Supernatural.
Me
okay, we're just
too.
gonna do a bunch of the one
so
pointers
hard.
here. We're just gonna throw out one pointers. Okay. So
Tyler does not
Susie-
know what the hell is happening. He's just like, I'm here. He's like, I'm here for a good time
Right.
and a medium time.
Roman's back. Can we hear you?
Yay!
Hi.
Hi, Roman.
Hey, can you hear
No.
me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
Kind
Come
of.
towards the light, Caroline.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know what I said or what I said. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Precisely.
Yes.
He's like, I'm just gonna
Well.
offer a blanket apology because I'm sure I would have offended all of you.
Okay, we're gonna finish up the 1 pointers.
It was.
We're just gonna
I
throw
was
this in.
probably in the midst of things, and it was the best. So
Yeah, I think you were talking about how excited you are for Catherine Newton and her career. Yeah.
Freaky was fun. We like Freaky.
I mean, I'm excited.
awesome.
yeah,
for
who is
her.
that?
I had one genuine
Everybody doesn't
moment this
answer.
whole goddamn night.
Although I hate her character on Supernatural. Sorry.
Wasn't
I
she
mean-
on Big Little Lies too? Wasn't she
Yeah.
the daughter
Yes.
trying to
Yeah.
sell her virginity on the internet?
Yes.
Yes.
Entrepreneurial. Very nice.
Hey, you know what I mean? She's got to make a buck.
Yeah.
It's just a state of being.
No shame.
Yes, Jimmy
Reese
Novak.
Witherspoon
She
talked
could have
her
made
out of it.
pizzas like I did as a teenager. Whatever.
I made euros.
Mm.
You
And
sold your
Chicago
virginity for
hot dogs.
pizzas that you had to make?
Those that you got the raw end
Tyler,
of that
you
deal.
know
Hey.
everything that happened.
Heyo.
Hey.
Dumb.
Doing it for the fans. It's a fandom thing.
No, I hear it's a findom thing. Must be a fish.
I lost control of this like 4 episodes ago, and now I've really lost control of it. We are going to try and finish out the 1 pointers at least.
Yeah, weren't we gonna say some questions?
Aaron's like, let
Roman
me
is-
reestablish
Roman is-
some order.
Roman's
People,
you're
they
like,
want their Hellraiser stickers.
I came to
Here,
read
Roman, read
questions.
this question. Roman, read this question. This is open for all our contestants.
Okay. I love this one. Diablo Cody, writer of Jennifer's Body, also wrote this 2007 film. Diablo.
I'm go-
I like that.
Yes, very good. It was Juno. We lost Meg. I mean, she's here, but we lost her camera. So she left in protest.
She's in a
She had to
cult.
go refill her wine soda.
That's exactly what she's doing. Yes.
She's
Yeah. So Jesse said earlier for you, Tyler, I don't know what this was in reference to, but there you go.
That's what I do. I hold up.
I'm trying to get that.
Why
off
are
the
you
screen.
guys so fucking fast?
You get,
Like,
you get 30 seconds.
I run away to pee, and that's normally plenty of time.
Okay, so
Wait,
Susie,
Jesse, why am I finished? Sorry.
I don't think I'm gonna make it to the end of this live stream.
Right. We got 10 more minutes. How many questions can we get through?
okay, so let's do this.
Speed round.
Speed round. Okay. Okay, ready, Susie?
Let's go, 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 go. Okay.
Well,
What's
we
so
lost Roman
special
again.
about Freddy Kills in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2?
Well, I'm not even going to do the countdown.
Yeah, why countdown? Just
Come on,
pop
people,
back to us
answer.
now.
Answer the question.
Just come look at us.
Come on, let's get her done.
Womp, womp,
Sad.
womp.
Oh,
Really?
Luke is
Really?
sad that we're going to be done in 10 minutes. I'm glad someone is.
I mean, I'm gonna make Aaron hang out and talk to me for about 45 minutes.
That's
after
true.
That.
That's true.
Oh,
That
you
always
wait.
happens.
Bitch,
So
if you
nobody
had it, you
knows
will.
what is. Oh yeah, Outside of the Dream. Sorry, Paul. I totally missed that you answered it. Very good. Very good. Okay. So there you go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tyler, ready? Go. Go,
It
Tyler.
was a requirement by Blumhouse that the filmmakers cast gay actors for their roles for the gay characters in his 2019 film.
Okay, go.
You
Come
know what it is.
on.
You know what it is.
This is for all the pennies. For all the pennies and
Literally
Oreos.
for penny.
It's not that. It's not
I
that. Keep guessing.
Drag
Gay
this
movie.
out
Gay characters.
for
played
as
by
long
gay
as I
people.
can.
Come on.
What was it?
There's
Blumhouse.
only one movie in 2019 that had gay actors playing gay characters
Only
in a
one.
film.
They were the first to do it.
Like
Even
literally,
They were the first one to
the
do
only thing.
Yes, Paul. Very good. Very good.
it. Was that
Okay.
2019?
God,
Yeah,
we're
it was
What is
2019.
that's sad.
Okay. Okay.
I love
here we
Carter
go.
Smith. That movie's great.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to move on to which the one we already did
Come
that
on,
one, I did that.
Aaron.
I'm trying. I'm hurrying.
There is
Okay,
a speed round.
Okay, so it's me. Okay.
What-
Lucky McGee, director of All Cheerleaders Die, also directed this 2002 film about a loner woman who creates her own friend. Come on.
You better guess. You better guess right now.
My dead bestie.
Start typing. Come on.
Clickety-clackety.
Come on. Quit Google searching and just
We're
say
in a
something.
time crunch.
It's not a dinosaur. I promise you.
This is a deadline, you guys. Get a move on. People need to
The
take a
pressure.
nap.
Pixel perfect, not the right answer we're looking for.
It is May. It
unfortunately.
is May. Paul is just cleaning up, man. Paul is
All
just
right, Paul. That's
Paul
right.
wants the last 10 minutes to be fun and not just trivia.
Okay, Meg.
What? In Jennifer's Body, another cult classic film was promoted via a t-shirt and poster. What film is that?
Huh?
What
Mm.
film is that? What film is that?
Why is
What
Aaron
film is
implying that we
What
are the
film
reason
is that?
this is
What
taking so
film?
long? No, I'm not implying you are. I'm implying. Oh yeah, we are right now. Yeah, just come on.
No, she's 100%
Keep guessing.
laying the
Keep
blame on
guessing.
me.
No
and
pressure.
Ted.
Yes,
Me and
it
Ted.
is Evil Dead.
Tyler.
Paul is just cleaning
Woo!
up, man. Woo. Way
Under
to go.
pressure.
Yeah,
Okay.
get you some, Paul.
Paula, if you were here,
Mm.
Aaron would be much more relaxed.
Okay, you ready, Roman?
This is just nonsense.
Yes. Yeah.
Read.
What is the name of the novella Nightbreed is based on?
Night moves.
Nightbreed.
What's a novella?
Nightbreed.
Night moves.
Looking.
What's a
No,
novella?
A short novel.
Yes, it is Kebab.
Yeah,
Oh, Man,
Clive Barker wrote
Paul is
short
just
cleaning
stories,
up.
so he had
You just
he
give
had
it
a
to Paul.
short story about Nightbreed.
Frankenstein. Oh, Mal,
Paul's
I
got
heart
it.
you.
Okay, Susie, ready? Go.
Oh, what goth band is playing in the opening credits of The Hunger? What song is it? Now
Yeah,
tell
so
us,
you
and
two-
tell us now.
Yep.
Not to be confused with the Hunger
Paul
Games.
got
That
it.
could be. Yeah, I was so close to saying Hunger Games.
Why are we going so
that
fast?
Been on me.
I don't know because we
I
have
don't know.
10 minutes and we're
We're
feeling
10
the
minutes.
pressure.
Who said we had 10 minutes?
Tyler did.
I said I have 10 minutes.
Tyler has 10 minutes. We
I
can
have
move on without Tyler.
That's right.
That's true. We
He's
can
got
go
to
with
move his
Tyler.
car.
Wink.
It's a Big Mac truck.
Tyler, you
Very
can
little
move your
garage.
Big Mac
Yeah.
truck and come to us
Not
in
the
about
Devil
45
Wears
minutes
Prada.
when you're done.
That is not the name of the goth band and the song. Bauhaus
Is
is,
it-
not
is it-
Dracula's Dead. It
is
is
it fancy
Bauhaus,
like?
but it's not Dracula's
Is
Dead.
it fancy like?
What?
You know, fancy like. Yeah, we go to like Applebee's on a date
Oh my
night.
god.
Bourbon Street
Oh,
steak
no.
and the
We're not
Oreo
going to
shake.
Applebee's. We're going to the ground round. We're going to the
Jesse's
ground
not. Tyler,
Could-
if you leave, Jesse's not watching anymore.
round. Oh, Jesse, you can follow me on OnlyFans. You can follow me on...
Tyler, I followed you on Twitter, and I'll be sad if you don't follow me back, so we can make Aaron's life hell on an editable
Whoa,
episode.
wait a minute. What?
What?
Ooh.
Did I not follow back? I thought I already did.
You followed me back.
Did you
Did you
follow,
follow
me
me?
back? You have not.
It says I'm following.
I don't think so. Unless you're Death Ray
Refresh.
Jensen, which is someone who followed me just.
That's me.
Death Ray Jensen.
It's just for Halloween. My middle
Yeah, so
name is
that's
Ray.
him.
I need a Halloween pun.
Oh, you are Death Ray Jensen. Oh, that makes me happy. I thought you were fucking around.
Why would I lie about that?
I don't know why anyone would
Okay,
lie about
so-
that, but Jensen is.
Paul, I'm giving you 1 point. I didn't see anyone say the actual name. Tyler followed you too, Luke. Aw.
Aaron
Well, I'm
Aaron
just-
is trying
I'm
to
just giving out
hold
follows
this.
tonight. Who's gonna be the lucky one?
Hey, follow me too. I'm so blessed.
Do you know who
Aaron's
doesn't?
trying to hold this night together with like
I'm
Trying to hold
Duct
it together with,
tape.
like paper clips and rubber
Roman's
bands.
gone. Roman said,
We
"Forget it.
lost
I'm
him
out."
She
again.
doesn't tweet. It's fine. She doesn't tweet.
duct tape and
I
dreams.
tweet all the time. Are you kidding me?
Roman is like Machete. He doesn't text.
Tyler, I hope you're
Yes.
ready for a lot of Destiel gifts in your life.
You better be funny. I'll
I'm
let you
still
know if
here.
you're.
Oh no, they're usually sad and hot.
Oh, Carla is really upset right now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's funny, Carla, because I don't see a new follow either.
Ooh. Oh, contestants, I love you for hanging in here.
This is us getting drunk and hanging out together in the guise of a trivia night. Is basically what's happening.
By the way, the name of that song is Bela Lugosi's Dead, not Dracula's Dead.
Not fancy like.
Y'all better recognize and do your history and watch the
Now
movie.
what?
And
Is that what?
Mal,
Part
we're
of
not
what?
gonna drag anyone else into 91 whiskey on a
Why,
fucking
why?
trivia night.
World War II historical fiction? Absolutely not, unless you make me care about it. I don't know how you're
I
gonna
would
do it.
say,
but
do
you
you
already
want
got two
some
strikes against.
really,
So
Oh my
really
God.
sad repressed
I
gay
have to-
boys?
I have
Because
to-
that's
Aw.
puppy.
There's a
1
papa.
second. Okay. he's
Roman's like,
leaving.
I showed you my dog and now I'm leaving.
Dude. To be
Okay,
fair, I'd probably do the same.
91 Whiskey's an amazing fanfic, but we're not gonna just like.
No, we're not going to talk about 91 whiskey.
We're not.
that is.
I don't know
that
if it
is-
was established earlier, but I'm a tequila girl. No whiskey.
Yeah,
for me.
no whiskey. See, no
91
whiskey.
Whiskey's sad repressed gay boys in World War II, and it's an amazing book. But
I also said I don't know how to read. This is 2 strikes
Yeah.
against me.
Yeah, we'll just have Meg record it and then she'll send the audio version to you.
Now, see, if you want to take that recording and turn it into a film, now we can talk. All right, we can talk.
I would do anything to make that story a film. Aaron's like, I've lost all
That's-
control.
We need to
I'm-
convince Jensen to make that the reboot.
Who is the serial killer in Nightbreed?
Thank you, Meg.
Looking
Who
for some
is-
night moves. Is it Bob Seger?
No,
Is
it's
he
not.
the- Is he the serial killer? Is it
Is it
Rob?
Christy
Is
Bale?
it Rob? B-Rob?
Yes. Very good, Paul. Paul's just
Paul's
Clean
just
him
like, I'm here to answer questions. I don't give a shit.
I think we lost creeping it. They went bye-bye. Just kidding.
Lisa's done. They're done with us.
Yes, yes. So get ready, Tyler. You're going to start getting fanfics. You're going to start getting GIFs. You're going to start
Let me
getting.
tell
What
you
are
right
GIFs? I
now.
do not send peanut butter to anybody.
Twitter is my least used of the social medias. I'm witty in person, not so much with my thumbs. If you want to interact, TikTok's where it's at.
Wait, what's your
Send him those
TikTok
links
handle,
through the
Tyler?
TikTok DMs.
It's the same as my name right here. Because I can what?
Tyler Kinesis.
Move things with my mind, and I can
Damn.
what? Have irrational nosebleeds at a given moment.
And you better have followed us back, Tyler, on our
Sure
TikTok.
did.
And follow.
Refresh.
You did.
refresh.
You did. Very good. Very good.
Wow,
Yeah,
it
follow
takes
us
a
on
lot of.
TikTok, everybody, because
I
we're
hope you
trying
like
to
a lot of
learn it.
random
Very-
things.
Yes, I have a feeling when I'm scrolling through it, it says this has sensitive content. Do you want to view it? I'm like, I wonder if that's Tyler's.
Yeah.
'Cause
I've
you've told
been
me.
censored a lot.
Yeah. Paul, you're right.
Oftentimes, like the
We are not
weirdest
sending
stuff gets
peanut butter.
censored. Like I think puppy videos get censored, and I'm like, it's a puppy. What are you?
Seriously?
Picture
Why
of a
is this
statue
sensitive?
with nudity on it got removed for
Yeah.
being too sexy.
I have made 0 TikToks because I don't know how to do it.
It's easy. It's fun.
I don't know how to do it, and I feel a little afraid to try because once I feel
I'll
like
give you a
once I
10-minute
figure it
crash
out,
course.
once I figure it out, then my children will be raising themselves.
Yeah,
And,
that's what we did.
and isn't that the
We
way
were
it
the
should
VCR
be
generation.
back in the good old days
Wait,
of
so,
latchkey kids?
so Tyler, do you offer these training courses? Can me and the other Aaron take a training course from you on how to
Absolutely.
use?
The only
Okay.
thing you need to know is the attention span of the normal viewer is 6 seconds. If your
Mhm.
video is longer than 7 seconds, burn it, start it again.
Or it
Wow,
better be
go for
really,
training.
You hear
really,
that, Aaron?
or it better be a cooking video.
No.
Oh, I see.
No.
That's my TikTok. My
No.
TikTok's all about cooking. My TikTok is cooking, Dean Cass porn, and
Deep
And-
half porn?
Dean Cass
Yes.
porn
Okay.
She'll send
And
you a bunch
That's
of
a thing I
and-
don't understand.
and puppies.
Puppies,
That's
everyone
my
loves puppies.
whole
Here.
FYP.
Meg,
Okay,
just send
so-
him like shirtless pictures of Jensen through the TikTok DMs.
But see, I'm Jensen. So that's
Dean, send him some of Dean.
Yes, and cow videos. Carla's right. I've recently gotten a lot of cow videos.
And you send me a
Because of
lot of Michael
Wisconsin?
Myers videos.
I don't know why I get the cow videos, but I love them. So now I'm gonna get so many more. And I send Aaron a lot of Dean / Michael Myers videos. Which
It's
I,
not
Damn.
Dean and Michael Myers together. It's
You better, Meg,
Dean
you better send them
slash-
to me too. I feel like I'm being deprived.
you don't
Shoot.
follow me on TikTok.
Well, you don't follow me?
this is just the
Uh-oh.
Now
Right.
the end of this, the
Right.
whole last of
This
whole
kind of
thing is going off the
inner
rails.
turmoil is gonna tear you
This is
apart.
us beefing.
yes, it is. It's already
I just want to go back to the early days when we just did it for fun. Now it's just for follows.
Roman is just like, when can I sign off and be done with this?
yeah, he's about ready to leave.
Roman's done. He's just like, I'm cooked. This is not trivia.
We got
I
3
was-
minutes
I was
left.
told this was one thing, and it's
Okay.
not.
So since Tyler has 3 minutes, I don't have 3 minutes. We'll do our sign off after that. But Tyler, do you want to tell everybody where they can follow you? I think a lot of people are following you. now,
We'll
but-
do our
Apparently it already
sign off.
happened.
We'll
Yes.
do our sign off an hour later.
Tyler.
I am on
Stick-
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You'll figure it out.
You'll find me. I'm
We're following the fandom thing account is following Tyler everywhere.
That's right. That's right.
Everywhere.
In the bathroom, at
Tyler's
the
like-
candle aisle of Target, at the grocery store.
We are there.
Tyler's like, I'm not gonna give you
At
my
the
handle.
Rite Aid.
Just find me.
Just find me on there. You'll find me. Roman is polite. You're right. Roman is being very polite.
It's a Midwest goodbye. He has mastered the Midwest goodbye.
No, what I'm
Roman,
what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing are different. So I'm just nodding and going along,
You're just like,
helping
whatever's going
responding
on.
to what's actually being said.
He's like, when can I
My
find a
internet
polite
picture
time to duck out? When can my internet go out
Can I ask
and
a
not
question?
come back?
Yeah, Tyler, you
Don't
can
say
ask a
that.
question.
No.
So, like, I understand
I
what a
love you,
Minnesota
Roman.
goodbye is. How do you explain a Midwest goodbye? Because I think they're the same thing.
I think they're pretty much the same thing. It starts with whelp. And
Go
the
on.
slap on the knees, right? Whelp, and the big groan to get
But
up.
see, that's the beginning of it. A
Oh no,
Midwest-
that's the beginning. That's the
the
beginning.
Midwest goodbye
4
is
hours
the whole
later.
time that you're at the party.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
4
like, I gotta leave
hours
in 5
later.
minutes. I gotta leave
Yeah.
in 5 minutes. I gotta leave in
4
2 minutes.
4
This sounds very
hours
similar to a
later, you're
Mexican
standing
goodbye.
at your car. You're standing at your car.
Right? And then you're in
Saying
the car
goodbye.
and
Then
they're
you're
in the
in the
window
car.
being like, oh, I forgot to ask you the thing that I invited you over here to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. And then say hey, tell your folks it says hi.
Like, okay, well,
as you're
text
driving
me.
away 17 hours after you intended to leave. That's
Right.
basically it. But it always starts with the whelp,
Anything
the knee
Well.
slap, and the stand up.
I think it's time to go.
And then
Right.
16 beers later,
I like how we
14
just
hours.
lost Roman.
I want
Roman's
each and
just got
every
his
one
back
of
to us.
you,
He just doesn't care.
each and every one of you, to have the happiest, spookiest, gayest Halloween that you can. And if you can't do that, don't come to me.
Tyler, I'm sorry I couldn't be more professional with you. Aaron told me I wasn't allowed.
Don't come to me. All right. This was fun.
Thank you, Tyler.
I missed a lot of
Okay, later.
Tyler's sass, and it's probably for the best.
It is.
You've heard it all before. It's just the greatest hits. I don't know how to.
I had-
Okay. Bye.
I don't know how to leave.
We just end up fight each other, and I.
And
What's
Roman was
happening?
frozen.
I have to take my dog.
I don't know. I lost control. I have
What
seceded
happened to
control
the
of
dog?
everybody
You
else.
showed us the cute doggo and then just
See?
left with it.
I like that Jesse says my makeup is what's making me look unstable. I appreciate that it's the makeup and not me. Just the makeup.
Yeah, just to make
Yeah,
it.
he's like crying. He's been crying at my leg for the last half hour, which is like weird.
Oh.
He's gotta
Oh,
go
tell
talk.
Tyler to calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carla, you
Carla.
go
I'll
park
tell
that
Tyler
Big
to
Mac
calm down.
truck.
Carla's moving her car too. Good night, Carla.
Yeah. Bye.
Eyebrows.
I feel like
Okay, well-
this is a really strange code word that I'm not familiar with.
She's
all
got to
got
move a
quiet.
Big Mac
What's
truck
happening
into
at-
a little garage.
Hey,
That's what it is.
Okay, well,
Roman's just like Roman's
Roman,
done.
if you want to, you can sign off too. If you want to, we do have. I mean, it's just up to.
What are you
everybody
guys
if want
doing
to
right now?
stay
What's
on.
happening?
Well, we were.
Oh,
we
we're
were-
gonna
we were-
drink and talk and gossip.
What's
Like
who got
crazy.
the Elvira button? Who got that damn Elvira
No one
button?
knows.
I haven't calculated the points
It's
yet
a
because Tyler
mystery.
had to go, so I was saving that
Oh,
time for then.
Oh,
But I will calculate the points
Gotcha.
now.
Well, calculate them
I
now,
was
and
gonna
we'll
give
just
like a full
we'll
Elvira
just
salute
chat.
to them, but okay.
Yeah,
Just
no, I'm
calculate
calculating
now.
them now.
We'll
I'm
talk.
calculating
God
now.
damn it, Aaron! Keep
You
calculating.
both, all three of you.
Are
keep
three
talking.
of us?
Hold on.
There
Pressing
are
it.
three of us.
Compute.
Should I find that date? Should I find that that fanfic and just start reading porn?
Yes. just start reading.
Oh, you know what? I think I found it because when after I was like,
Well,
hold on a
all
second.
right,
I
Jesse,
want to
I
know.
want you to read it in Spanish.
Ooh,
Yes,
okay,
Jesse
you know,
will
this is
still
gonna
be
a second.
here. Just because Tyler left doesn't mean the whole thing ends. Tyler's not the beginning and end of the universe. And I agree. I look kind of psychotic looking
Trust
into the
me, he's
camera.
not.
Oh darn it!
Although I can't wait to do a regular episode with me and Tyler and Roman and Carla. And Aaron will just hate her life.
That's not happening. I mean,
Aaron's like, I will
kidding,
not
it's not
allow that to happen.
Aaron's like, but whatever powers that be, no.
We're gonna find the one thing that
I'm
all
sorry,
of us
Chucky.
feel really
I
passionate about.
do have to take the dog out, you guys. I think I do
Okay,
have to go.
okay.
I'm sorry.
oh
He's
well,
like,
sign
he's
off.
like pacing and whining.
Well, I can tell you right
sorry.
now, Paul won.
You
I can
guys-
tell you right now, Paul got the Elvira.
Paul's getting the Elvira.
I was just gonna say he seem to know what he was talking about. Good for you,
Yes.
Paul.
He's living his best life.
Thank you,
Well-
Roman, for hanging in on this very random night. I really appreciate it.
Roman is like, this is not what I signed up for.
I know. I was like, I'm never doing this.
Yes, it
again,
is.
but
I had a great time. This is wonderful.
Good.
Thank you. Listen,
Thank you, Roman.
horror
seriously.
trivia is phenomenal, and I love it. And I'm glad that it worked out. And I'd love to do it again. So let's talk. Oh my
Yes,
God,
yes, you're
wait.
definitely
I
coming.
can't
You're,
wait till February.
you're welcome
So-
back on the podcast anytime. Seriously, you're welcome back
Aaron.
anytime. I love both you and Tyler so much. I rave about you both all the time on here. Everybody can attest to that. I love you. So
Yeah.
you're
I
welcome anytime.
Yeah.
cannot
Yes.
wait to touch base again. And I'm glad that you guys had wonderful makeup tonight. So thank you.
Oh,
Oh my God, okay.
This is
I
how
gotta
I
go.
dress every day.
Have a wonderful
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Thank
Aaron,
you. Bye.
Good
I
luck
can't
with
wait.
tattoo removal. Bye,
Yeah.
you guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Aaron, I can't wait till February when you do rom-com
March.
trivia night.
Oh, February rom-com trivia.
16 trivia nights of trivia for rom-coms.
No,
I'm
never
there.
doing
I'm
10 nights.
so
Is
ready.
this happening? Is this happening?
I'm so ready to do rom-com trivia night. Aaron, come on.
No, but I
Come
am going to invite them on our marathon streaming session. I knew. I was like, okay, we're going to have Meg and Tyler on an episode together. We're never going to get anything done.
Okay, I love them both, Tyler and I, though I feel like we could talk about salads that aren't actually salads for hours, and that
I knew you both. I told you. I knew you both would be just like,
couple of Midwesterners.
I knew you'd both click.
Oh, Jesse calls dibs
So-
for me for his team for rom-com trivia.
So I want to thank.
She's
our
just like,
contestants.
I'm ignoring it. Rom-com trivia, give the people what they want.
I do want to thank our contestants
Hey.
though, because I know our trivias have kind of run off the rails lately.
Yeah, y'all are troopers. Like, honestly.
You're hanging in there, and I really appreciate it. I hope
We
you're having
make
fun.
messes.
I hope you're having fun watching us do, like
Oh, bye,
Jesse
Paul.
said,
Oh, bye,
it's a
Paul.
random thing. Bye, Paul. It was chaotic fun as always. Okay, well, thank you. I hope that means you liked it, because
We've gone off the rails quite a few bit.
yep.
I love it's like, oh, just vamp a little bit between questions, and then the questions just never happen.
I
We
know.
understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you did. So sorry, we all got a little bit. This was fantastic. Well, good. I'm glad you thought it was fantastic. Because I did. I was like, okay, I wanted this to happen, and it happened.
That was
feel
a
like-
thing.
I feel like everybody left all of a sudden.
No, they didn't leave.
No.
Okay. I'm like, I'm talking into the void. I have to add those up
No,
later.
I'm gone now. I'm finished.
You're
I'm
done.
Cooked. Wasted my time. Like, you don't understand. I had such a shitty night last night. I'm so excited for tonight. This made me so
I know.
happy.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad it did make you happy. And I'm sad that you're not going to be on our last one. Although maybe. I'm just kidding.
Say, when is it?
It's next.
Let me.
It's next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday.
The 30th?
No, next Saturday. Not this Saturday.
It's the 6th
6.
at 6.
Body horror, I'm sure. You know what? Let me know, and maybe I'll pop on.
Yeah, everybody is welcome to on our
I'm just as useful in any of these as I have been in any of the other things I've done.
well, and our body horror one is going to be our final one. So we won't have individual prizes unless we have a costume contest. So this is when we will determine who first, second, third place is. I think we all can guess what first place will probably end up being. But you never know.
Also, Jesse, I saw Highlander many moons ago.
And I'm going here to see who's going to be on. Okay, so on our final one, we have Paula, the other Aaron, Susie, and I'm putting Meg down here. This is a very full panel. And then we also have
I
Neil
may not be
Fraser.
here because it's my nephew's birthday party potentially, but if
So
it's
Meg
not, I'll
might
be
not
here.
be here. But if Meg is here, it'll be a very full panel, be a full panel anyway. And Neil Fraser will be here, who's going to be our special guest, who, as everybody knows, designed the amazing, amazing poster. And we also have an interview coming up with Neil that'll be dropping next Wednesday. I'm interviewing him this Saturday. So I'm very excited about that because he's so great. He's really great. And it was amazing of him to do that for free for us. So
Mhm.
go support him, go follow him, go buy his stuff if you can. And he's going to be broadcasting, he's going to be streaming in from the UK, so it's going to be very late for him. So
Or very early.
that's true, or very early.
So, Aaron, like, I don't want to get too deep into it. I know that you're watching BSG. I'm wondering how that's going for you.
I'm missing my TikTok holes that I've been going into. Just kidding. Well, I'm watching it while I'm working, so it's probably not the best way for me to be watching it, but it's because I work
It's
from
better
home.
than not watching at all, because I like, this is something where Carl and I are like, we're so excited to talk about it, and I can't remember who else signed up for the episode that's coming up where we talk about it. But this is one
A
of
lot
those
of people.
shows where it's like, we're so excited, and I would be really, really sad if you didn't watch it, because there's so much, and you haven't like gotten to it yet.
Yeah, Aaron is the other Aaron's on it.
Yes, Aaron A. I'm dying. I've been trying to get Jesse to cover BSG for Sudden Butt, but he says it's too long. I'm like, it's 4 seasons. How is that too long, Jesse? Jesse.
This is one of many episodes that I am doing for Meg and Carla, because I love Meg and Carla so much. So I do these episodes for them of shows that I don't watch, but I do these for them because I'm very generous. I'm sweet.
Well, here's
like this.
I do
these.
I have a genuine question for you, like not like a. So I'm just wondering, is there a show that you have watched for It's a Phantom Thing that you would not have normally watched that you wound up really enjoying, or a movie?
Oh, that's a good question. This will be Q&A time right now, everybody.
Yeah.
Before we go off. So feel free to ask as many questions of me as you want to within reason. Let's see. You know what was Big Mouth? Because I don't like cartoons. And I watched that for the episode, and I would have never watched that before. And I really liked Big Mouth.
Same. I'm not really a big like cartoon or like adult even cartoon. Like, I like to watch Disney movies and stuff because it's like nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
But like adult cartoons, I was never really into. But Big Mouth really hit me.
Yeah, I really liked that, so I was glad. Because we cover single shows, season shows. This isn't a question for me, so I'm not going to be answering it. So does anyone have a question for me? It's the me hour. So
Ask Aaron anything.
Ask me anything. Susie, do you have any questions for me you want to ask?
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. So the show New Girl is one of my guilty pleasures, and when Carla was asking like if she should watch New Girl, you were like, I'm gonna give you other suggestions. So I'm just curious. So I'm getting the vibe that you didn't like the show.
I tried to watch the show years ago. I didn't finish it. It is on our schedule for next year, so I will be watching it. That was mainly, I will be honest, that was mainly a joke, because I was kind of like, I want to get Carla to watch something else, which I have no business asking her to watch anything else. But so I need to watch it again. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What is my favorite casserole dish? This chili relleno casserole dish that my mom used to make. So, yeah. Oh, so this is a question for Meg. No, this is question for me time. This is my question time. But
I mean, I'll still answer it.
But Meg, what are your favorite non-Mummy Brendan Fraser movies, please?
Okay.
I will give
First
my
off,
answer to this too.
I love all of Brendan Fraser's movies. He is a gift, and I love him so much. My favorite non-Mummy Brendan Fraser movie, I would have to say, is Mrs. Winterbourne. I just love it. I love it so much. He does such a good job as a romantic lead, and he plays 2 roles and everything like that. And I can get past Ricky Lake, not because she's bad in it. I'm just not a big fan of Ricky Lake as a character. But I love that movie. It makes me like making a Paco taco, and I love all of it. It makes me feel really, really good. Aside from that, I would probably say I really like Blast from the Past.
Me too. Luke just mentioned that, but that's my favorite, Blast from the Past. I love that movie
I
so
love
much.
I love Blast from
Oh,
the Past.
that
I
movie
think
is
I
so
think
good.
that was just such a great movie. But surely strictly because I'm like huge romance nerd. Like Aaron's a horror nerd. I am a giant romance nerd. And Mrs. Winterborn is just such a really romantic movie, and I love it so much. And
Yeah.
so yeah.
So my taste in food is good, but that's it, huh? Okay, so any other questions for me? I like that we turned it into the.
I like George of the Jungle too. I love, like I said, I love all Brendan Fraser movies. All vehicles to bring me more Brendan Fraser, I'm here for. I love him so much. I've always loved him.
Yeah. So any other questions for me? Guess not. Nobody wants to ask me questions. Fine.
Fine. Aaron.
Yeah, I also really love George of the Jungle. When I was a kid, that's what made me fall in love with Brendan, and because there's just that scene when that one song is playing. Oh, I forget the name. Oh, what is it called? What is it called? What is it called? The one that plays at the wedding. I think it's called Dela. When I said Dela.
I don't know.
You know
It's
that
been
one?
so long since I saw George of the Jungle.
Well, that song always gave me like the warm fuzzies, and Brendan always gives me the warm fuzzies. And I love it so much.
I just want to snuggle him. Look, Aaron, you have two
I know I'm getting questions. Okay, Aaron, why are you such an amazing podcast host with such an impressive work ethic?
I mean,
Thank
honestly,
you, Jesse.
You are, and you do, because holy shit, you work so hard on this podcast.
Man. It's like
you're fucking fabulous. I want to be you when I grow up.
Don't say that. Thank you though. Thank you, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't mean that as like just you can surpass me for sure. But thank you. I think it's just I love doing this, and I've always had that I'm a perfectionist, so it's like, and like Sunday, I was like, I don't want to do anything. Is it okay if I take the rest of the day off? It's like I can't take time off. It's really hard for me. So Saturday, after I record that interview with Neil, I was gonna have a Halloween party, but I've kind of been like, okay, maybe I should just take this time and like rest. So it's just going to be me and Fergie and a bottle of tequila.
Amazing.
Hey.
That sounds like a fantastic Saturday night.
This is like such a fun time.
And what is my favorite ship? Does anybody know that? Because I've mentioned it before.
I think I know. Well, I don't know. I know what your supernatural favorite ship is, but
that's not my favorite ship.
Yeah,
that's not even in my top.
Is it Finn, Flip Flop, and you?
And you?
Finn Whitrock and me. Yes, that is my favorite ship. No, that's not my favorite ship. I don't really ship real people. I know that person is. I know he's happily married. I'm not being weird and stalkery. Okay.
I just don't know any of his characters' names. So
Tristan and Liz is my favorite ship with Finn, but that's not my favorite ship. My favorite ship is Brian and Justin from Queer as Folk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
See, I was
makes
thinking,
sense.
but then I forgot the names.
Thank you, Jesse. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that I'm a pod queen. Thank you. I should change my name on here to pod queen.
You should, Aaron. My costume failed.
Finn Bale. That would. Oh God. What did you say? Sorry, Meg. What did you say?
I said, Aaron, my costume failed. Pod Queen Marlo. What did
Good night, Paula. See you next week. Yeah, Finn Bale. I would love. Oh my gosh, seeing Finn Whitrock and Christian Bale in a movie together. That would be amazing. I would line up today.
Yesterday, 6 weeks ago. You know what? I'm already in line.
Yeah. He does have a movie coming out Friday. It looks like a movie.
I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, that looks like an interesting movie.
Yeah.
But apparently I'm going to be going to see Clifford the Big Red Dog. And that's
I'm
the
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
It comes out.
Sorry for that.
It comes out on my daughter's birthday and she can't have a birthday party because of COVID and she's not vaccinated yet. So yeah, I'm going to go see this stupid movie with her because it's her birthday. And that'll be the most recent movie I've seen in the theaters, and I don't know how long.
I'm sorry.
I know. Also, I really want to see Dune, but I don't want to see it on my TV. I want to see it in the theater.
I have not seen Dune.
Yeah.
I am one of the few that I'm not really excited to see Dune. I'm sorry. I'll go hide away.
Yeah. No, like neither am I, honestly. Like,
I want to see it because I liked the first one. I want to see it. I was really excited because of Zendaya, but hearing that she's only in the movie for like 7 minutes really kind of like tanked my desire to go see it, because it's the same thing like with The Greatest Showman or a lot of movies that Zendaya has been in recently. They're like, yeah, she's here, and then she's not ever in the movie.
yeah, we could do like a whole podcast episode on my issues with The Greatest Showman, and I'm not going to get into it, or it's going to get
We're
too
not going to do
heated.
that.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
Like we can't do that because I'm so like torn, because like he was awful, but the music is so catchy. But he's the worst.
I'm just not going to comment anymore. But no, like I wanted to see Dune, but then when I heard that it was like a cliffhanger and
Yeah.
that they were planning a part 2, I was like, see, I'm just going to wait for the part 2 to come
Well, it's been great. It
and
was
then watch
greenlit,
it.
so
Yeah, well, it was greenlit. Yes, I'm just going to wait for part 2 and then watch it. 'Cause
Give me
I'm
2
lazy.
shakes of a lamb tail. I'll be right back.
okay.
2 shakes.
So Luke doesn't want to see Dune either.
Baby.
I thought you were leaving too. I'm like, okay,
No.
it's to me now.
I shook the lamb's tail.
Okay, I'm
I have
gonna
no
try and think of a
lambs.
question to ask you, Susie. And Minnie Baroni's has questions for Susie. So Susie, I don't know if I
Yes.
know this question for you. What was the first show or movie you remember watching that you became like, that you would say like became like part of a fandom of, or you became a huge fan of?
Ooh. All right. So it's kind of a toss-up between the Indiana Jones movies and the Scooby-Doo cartoons.
Okay.
Wait, what? Indiana Jones and Scooby Doo. I'm very confused about how they crossed together.
I asked what the first show or movie was that she remembers becoming like, she would be like a fan of, like being a fandom if she could. And that
Yeah.
was it, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a toss-up between two, because as a little kid, I remember like I really loved Scooby-Doo for like the mystery aspect and the fact that it was just 4 pals and their dog running around solving mysteries. I had a lot of plushies. I had like this really cute lunchbox that I wish I could find again, but I think it might have been just like a once in my youth type of situation. But I really loved it, and I remember as a little kid, like that being one of the things that kind of helped me kind of assimilate into American culture and make friends, was
Yeah.
to talk about Scooby-Doo.
I think for
And-
me, what I can remember for like my first like I'm a big fan
Mhm.
was either Power Rangers or New Kids on the Block. Like I had New Kids on the Block flip-flops, bedding, curtains, the whole 9 yards. But I very much remember watching Power Rangers and like wanting and playing Power Rangers and wanting to do that. And Jesse
Yeah.
has a question.
Well, Luke had a question first for Susie. Susie, what has been your favorite costume? And then we'll get to Jesse's question.
Oh my God, yes. So, okay, so listen, we got to break this down into categories. Is it like of all my life? The ones that I've worn in childhood that my mom has made me, the ones that I've made myself, the ones that I've made like just for the podcast, or the ones that I plan to wear like recently? Like what's the time period
how
here?
about for the podcast, for the
this?
horror trivia? Yeah.
No. Okay, I gotta say, the Babadook. This is fun. Like it was fun
pretty
to just
awesome.
sit there
I
and
love
paint
this.
myself white.
I love it. I like your Jason was so fun, but I really love being able to actually see you and like
See the reactions.
and like see your face.
Ah.
Cause I love your face.
Oh,
Aw, yeah. yeah, cover it up. When I say I love it, just cover it up. That's fine.
No.
Yeah, no, it's Susie's amazing with that. I mean, Susie came over and gave me all sorts of things for my costumes, helped me with that stuff. So Susie is amazing when it comes to that. Yeah. And then Jesse, this is for anyone. So Meg, you can start. What's your favorite non-Firefly sci-fi property ever?
Like I was gonna pretend. It's Battlestar Galactica.
I knew you were gonna say that.
And it's not even because of like I've been trying to get people to watch this since it's been off the air for 10 years now at this point. The show really kind of changed television in a lot of ways. Like, I know, Jesse, it was BSG for me. Whatever. We're talking about movies. Like, my favorite sci-fi movie is probably The Fifth Element, which doesn't fit under any of these umbrellas. But Battlestar BSG basically is a really, really good character drama and character study that happens to be in space. And I watch shows and I read stories for characters. I don't necessarily care about the surroundings if the characters are really, really good. And that's like I have been hounding Erin for years, and I'm so excited that she's finally watching it because I made her for this show.
Yep.
Erin's like, yep, I'm being forced to watch this show. I took down all the barriers of her watching. She's like, oh, I have to buy it. No, you don't. I bought it.
It's true. It's true. Yep. So would you consider, and then I'll ask you, Susie, what your favorite is, but would you consider Doctor Who sci-fi?
I don't know how to consider Doctor Who sci-fi.
See, I always consider Doctor Who sci-fi, so that's why it's mainly kind of like my go-to answer for when it comes to.
I mean,
that it's like for a TV show, it'd be Doctor Who because it's very sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah,
and for movies, it have to be The Fifth Element.
Well, and I think it's not. I think I put it more towards fantasy for Doctor Who as far as TV goes, with no rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason. And I love Doctor Who so much, but my issue with Doctor Who is it changes with the Doctor, which is something that's a really great strength if it's a good change. But if it's not a very good change, it also makes it really, really hard to kind of keep up and watch it. And I adore Doctor Who, and I would say I guess BSG and Doctor Who are tied as far as sci-fi, but I don't consider Doctor Who sci-fi so much as I do fantasy, which makes no sense. But I mostly am going to say that for this actual question.
So, Susie, what is your favorite?
Of the sci-fi properties?
Yes. Other than Fireflies.
Yeah, listen, I don't like to say, like, yeah, it's like Doctor Who, because I do consider that to be, like, sci-fi, and...
It really is. I just don't want to pick between Doctor Who and BSG. Like, sorry.
I have no issue. I just like Doctor Who more.
I don't want to pick, so I place them in separate categories.
Excuse me. There's not been a bad Doctor Who. I hit a burst your bubble, Jesse. I have opinions.
Erin's going to drag you to that con, Meg.
There has been a bad Doctor, Jesse. I'm sorry to break it to you. There has been.
My answer is not going to make me very popular.
I don't like Doctor Who or anything.
I like the really old
sci-fi.
with the Doctor Who that was on PBS when I was growing up with the what is that called?
With the scarf?
Scarf, thank you.
Yeah.
Tom Baker?
Yes. No, my answer is I love horror. As everybody knows, a lot of things. I'm not a big sci-fi person. I really am not. It takes a lot for me to really love a sci-fi show. I'll be
Mm.
honest. There are some sci-fi movies I love, but
Like The
Yeah.
Fifth Element.
actually I've never seen The Fifth Element.
No,
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't want. I don't want
no,
to.
no.
Yes.
So I've been trying to get on to Jesse's podcast for their movie thing that they're doing, and I was like, I want to talk about The Fifth Element. And he's like, find someone who hasn't seen it. And now this is like the fourth person I have
Now
found
we have it.
who hasn't seen it, and I'm like,
So,
son of a bitch,
Jesse-
Jesse.
Wait a
let's
minute,
have
Jesse.
18 people
Jesse, you're doing movies right now?
right now. Yeah,
I haven't gotten a single invite to any episode of Jesse's show. And he's
No,
been
I've
on.
had to beg him to be on. He's that fancified.
Although he did call me a queen, so I can't really. So if everybody's still okay with it, we can keep taking questions. I like answering questions.
Me too.
Panelists are here to answer your burning questions.
Any question?
Aaron, when are you gonna start watching 911?
Yes,
As
Aaron.
soon as I get
Yes,
my
it's
Finn
so
Whitrock-
good!
Aaron.
As soon as I get
Oh
my
my
Finn
God.
Whitrock episode, when I get my Finn
Susie.
Whitrock episode, I will start watching
Susie,
911.
Susie, are you gonna join the It's a Phantom Thing episode of 911?
Oh, you bet your sweet hiney I am.
You,
I'ma
me,
be
and
like,
Carla.
The minute that opens up, I'm there.
Nope, just
Yes.
tell Aaron.
Yeah.
Already
Aaron, put
full.
me in. Tag me in, coach. I'm down.
It's such a good show. It's so good. And Aaron, you keep telling me about this guy. And like not even as a director. I don't know what episode you want me to do. Like does he
I've
have
told
different-
you. I
No,
told you the
keep
characters.
sending me
I've
weird
told you-
videos.
No, I
You
told
keep
you the
sending me
characters. I
videos.
said I
Meg,
would go over
Listen,
the characters.
now here's where I'm siding with
I
Erin.
told you
She'll
this.
give you the characters. She'll give you what you need to watch. Just do it, darn it.
This is what I did for Luke. What I
I
did
don't
for Luke
want to
last
watch
night.
American Horror Story.
You don't have to. You just have to watch
You have
certain
to.
things. Like with Luke,
Yeah,
I
we'll
made
send you
Luke
compilation
this
videos.
collection of videos that had no violence, no murder in them for Tristan and Liz, and now they ship Tristan and Liz.
I mean, I don't
Well,
mind
Jesse,
violence and
I knew-
murder.
I knew you were doing well, and there's vampires. The ones that two of the characters that I said are vampires. Two of them
Yeah,
are
they're
vampires.
vampires. How could you not?
Jesse, I knew you were doing movies. I just didn't know that was. I thought those were just special episodes. I didn't realize that's what you were doing a whole season of.
No, they're taking some time to do movies.
Okay, I thought okay. Because I knew you were. I just for some reason I thought it was just, but I guess it is just special. Aaron was an angel. I was. Thank you for creating this. Where's the Tristan Harry fanfic? Oh yes, we need that. Oh my gosh, that would be so
Wait,
hot.
Tristan, who? Harry, who? Who? From what?
Tristan, I need to find a pic of Tristan because I love Tristan. Oh my god, Tristan is the best. And Tristan's a vampire. This is Harry.
Hey.
Should we take a minute to see if I can get this makeup off with a makeup remover?
Yes.
Should we see?
Do we try with this makeup?
No, because that's grease makeup. I feel like that will come off. This is like meant to stay on.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. This is a mix of waterproof and other
Okay, so
stuff.
that's what's going on. Okay, sorry, Jesse.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My life is so insane. I forget things all the time unless they're in my calendar. So I apologize. But
Oh,
yes, see, Luke was able to get into those characters. So see, this is how you do it. Is I just show you, and then you'll get
She'll
your
provide you
911
with the
episode.
content.
okay. Then you need to curate a little bit better because you send me 800,000 videos a day.
I don't give you that many.
Figure out what you want me to see
You need to set up a separate
and then
DM
send them.
where
I
you
will. I'll
sit-
just make the videos and I'll send you them.
Oh my god.
Well, you said curate them. Wait. that's
No,
not-
I'm talking about my makeup.
This is how she's gonna make the TikTok. She's just gonna record the scenes selected and then send them to you.
Right? She's gonna do a YouTube private link and just be like, "This is it." Oh, look, it's me. I was never a clown, you guys.
Where did
so-
Bagels go?
It was me the whole time.
Ooh, communism was just a red herring.
Okay, awesome, Jesse. Thank you. And we are going to do Ryan Murphy 2.0 next year because our Ryan Murphy episodes are so popular and Ryan Murphy controls my life apparently. So we are doing that. And then we are
what does Ryan Murphy
911.
Mm-hmm.
911.
Mm-hmm.
911.
You have the whole panel already filled out. You don't have to do any work except to watch a great show.
I know.
That's a lot of fun.
I know.
This was surprisingly easy to take off. I'm kind of disappointed I made such a big deal about how difficult it would be to come off.
Jesse wants a hair shake one more time.
Shake the hair. Shake it.
Let me see. Let me see what I got. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then say a ring, a fling, or murder.
I mean, it also smells really good.
Oh,
like, let me tell you, my shampoo is amazing.
Don't you love that when your shampoo smells so good and you'll be like, catch a whiff of it?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Or
like when your detergent smells really good and you catch a whiff of like your shirt or something you're wearing.
I'll purposely do this.
Yep, I know.
As a kid, I would do this a lot, and it would freak out everyone I knew because I'd be like,
that was a legit response because I was like, oh my God, I can smell my shampoo and it smells so good.
I love that. That's one of those things that's like up there with like when you get into bed after with clean
sheets
and clean sheets. Best feeling in the world.
Just luxuriate.
Freshly shaved legs, freshly clean sheets. There's no better feeling, and no man can ever understand it ever. I guess unless men shave their legs, but still, I don't feel like it's appreciated enough. Mal, you use Suave Kids 2-in-1 coconut shampoo. Mal,
okay.
You call Mal a baby?
Mal,
you don't know all that.
Mal, I'm gonna tell you, sweetheart, get shampoo and conditioner separate and body wash. It'll change your life.
Mm-hmm.
And Jess is getting a haircut this weekend. Are you gonna get a haircut or are you gonna get them all cut?
Oh.
Just cut one.
That's my dad's favorite joke. Anytime I say, I'm gonna get a haircut. And he's like, oh, you're not gonna get them all cut? Also, I want more questions. Come on.
Oh yeah, more questions. Give us
Ask us questions. Ask
me questions. I don't want to go to sleep yet.
You can ask me questions. We can ask each other questions too. I don't have one in my head, but
yeah. Ooh, yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna go get face wipes and try to take off the Babadook.
Why would you take off the Babadook?
Because my face is cracking more than the Sahara, Megan.
Who's Megan? I'm Meggles the clown. Aaron, here's my question.
Yes.
Are you excited that I'm going to be in your area code in less than a year?
I'm very excited. I seriously am so excited. I'm going to cry.
I'm going to be like within stone's throw of you and Jesse and like a bunch of my other friends. We're spending like 4 days in the Fort Collins area because I'm like, we don't have enough time. Like, we're not going to any national parks. We're going to like park our trailer in Fort Collins and like attack everybody that we can.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to drive
like
up
the Queen of England doing a tour, and I love it.
I'm very
excited. I'm super duper.
I have known Aaron for 7 or 8 years now, and we have never seen each other in person.
Yes.
IRL.
I will cry just before one.
Oh, I'm already getting
crying.
Like...
Yeah, I'll be crying on the drive up there. I'm crying right now thinking about it.
And then you're like, why did I do this? We're gonna have a massive. We should have a massive podcast event between the boobs, It's a Phantom Thing, and Sudden Butt. And apparently, we gotta go to Fuzzy's Tacos. I do give the best hugs. See, I do. I do give great hugs. According to Mal Luke.
So any other questions out there? Susie, you can ask questions too.
Susie's like, I'm taking my makeup off.
I'm removing my face.
Susie, I haven't seen your actual face in like 3 months now at this point.
It's all just been covered.
I've seen it.
Well, I really wish I had like Mulan's makeup remover because that thing, like that's a missed
Right, when she
opportunity
just
from
goes
Disney.
like.
Just like, ma'am, share your secrets.
So
What was on there?
I practiced my clown makeup like a bit before I came on because I was like, do I want to use the grease makeup? Do I want to use like my actual expensive makeup, or can I get away with using less expensive face makeup?
Mhm.
And so my daughter, who is 12, is like, I could do better than that, Mom. I'm like, I didn't ask you.
This is
Did-
what I used to keep the
Thanks.
head on.
I did read Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I read all the Judy Blume books when I was growing up. Did you read them, Meg?
I never read Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I
really?
read Are You There, God? It's Me. The A one, Alice.
I have
But-
not read any Margaret books.
I read Raising Ophelia when I was younger, which seems weird to read as a teenager when I think about it. But I don't know, when I was in high school, I was really kind of reading just books that I connected to for myself. So, like, Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite books ever. I read that in high school as an assignment, and I loved it. And then I read a shit ton of adaptations and sequels and all kinds of nonsense with it. But lately, I've been reading a lot of fanfic because I'm a garbage person. And fanfic is
Hey.
awesome.
Fanfic
I-
is still literature.
It is absolutely. I will fight with anyone who tries to tell me that fan fiction is not literature, especially some really amazing fanfics I've read in my time. But there's still the stigma attached to it, which breaks my heart a little bit.
No, whenever my mom asks me what I'm reading, I'm like, oh, it's a fanfic. Where are you reading that? Oh, on this website.
Jesse, I never said
Inside
I
the
was drunk.
podcaster studio.
I never said I was drunk, Jesse.
Podcasters After Dark.
Ask me a question, Jesse.
Yeah, get deep, people. Get deep with these questions.
Yeah, get real deep.
Deep, really deep questions.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I read the 50 Shades series for the Shiggles. And when my mom told
I-
people that she let me read them, they were like, "Isn't that like really salacious for her age?" And my mom was like, "No, she's just having a good time and laughing at everything that she's reading."
I
like a
remember I
comedy series.
read 50 Shades of Grey, and this was the only book series I'd ever done this with, because generally I believe if you buy a book and you read it, you got your money's worth.
Mhm.
This was 50 Shades of Grey. That trilogy was the only set of books that I read and returned to
Yeah.
get my money back, because I was like, I can't get my time back.
But I'm reading it.
I'm gonna get my money back because I've never read a more horrific book series ever. Like, it's a shitty romance book in general because the dude's a creepy ass fucking stalker. The power dynamic is always really weird and off throughout the whole book. But it's also a really, really shitty and awful example of BDSM relationships.
Yep, it's not accurate at
Mhm.
all.
It's
It
awful.
is a
It's awful
complete
on so many levels. I would have
crock of
gotten a
shit.
restraining order on this man immediately.
Mhm.
And she doesn't. Like, when she tells him, hey, I need space, I need time to think. And she goes and across the country to get that space and time. He follows her. He tracks her social security number. He buys the company she works for. And it feels really, really gross and abusive to me. And I couldn't. I
Mhm.
finished reading
Yep.
it because I had so many people who were like, "Oh, you can't criticize it if you haven't read it." So I read it specifically to be able to criticize it to people. But I also got really, really pissed, and I was like, I spent my money reading, spent my time reading this. I will not spend my money because it was so awful. Like I hated it so much. I wasn't a fan of Twilight, but I didn't
50 Shades
feel
is worse.
right. But I didn't feel like when I read Twilight that it was like harmful. 50
It's
Shades
very
felt really
harmful.
harmful
Mhm.
because so many people read this and then they feel like that's what a BDSM relationship should be like. And it opens the floodgates to really gross abusive relationships.
Yeah, let me tell. And Susie is 24. I'm saying her age because she said it on a recent episode. That's the only reason I'm saying her age. So
She's also a baby,
she's
Mhm.
she's a
and I
youngin.
love her.
She's a youngin who feels. She said she feels a lot older than that the other day on one of our
Yeah.
episodes. But yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. Just out there, if you ever meet a guy like this and he says he's into BDSM and he wants to have a relationship like this with you, it's abusive. It's not
Run.
BDSM.
Mhm.
This is not a BDSM relationship. Go listen to our BDSM episode where we
Yeah.
talk about Susie's on that one.
The secretary
Susie's
did
younger.
a real
The
good
younger
job.
one.
Did a real
Oh,
good job.
secretary was really
Oh,
good.
yeah,
There are a
Mel.
couple of hits there, but secretary is
Like
a
2
really good
years.
one. Yeah, so there are ones out there that are accurate, but it's
I mean, Jesse, you're right. 50 Shades of Grey proves that anyone can be a published author, but
Doesn't
I
mean
feel like
everyone should.
I feel
Yeah.
like 50 Shades of Grey was published and promoted specifically for this titillation factor, and it was so irresponsible in the publishing and like all levels, the writing, the editing, the publishing, and made a lot of people feel like, oh, well, Tie Me Up Daddy is BDSM. And anything that falls under the purview of dominance is BDSM. And that's not the case, because if you're looking at true BDSM, the person who's really in power in BDSM is the submissive.
exactly bingo.
And these books, the movies, none of it portrayed that, because the person who's in power is the person who is submitting their power.
Yep.
And it's so grossly inaccurate and legitimately dangerous that people who don't know what BDSM is are trying to play with it, and they're hurting themselves and other people.
Yep. And the number one thing in BDSM, if you are truly in that community or you're truly into that thing, consent is the number one, the
Mhm.
highest priority. You check in with each other constantly.
Yep.
And it's not just like one thing I appreciated about a fanfic that I've mentioned before a lot called The Kinks is actually a very accurate depiction of a healthy BDSM relationship. And what was great in that one is they also show that it's not just submissives that have a sub drop. It's called a sub drop where you have
Yep.
a little bit of a bad time. That's all I'm going to say. You can read up on it. I don't want to get too deep into it, but also they portrayed that a dominant can have that too.
Yeah.
Because I've been open about it, so I'll be open about it. I'm into that stuff, and I'm into being a dominant person. I'll do both, but dominant is more my cup of tea. But it's true that you can have a drop as well, and it's very true. The submissive is the one that is it's an equal relationship, but a submissive has a
Well, so
relationship
much
because of
trust.
the fact that you have you have to trust each other. You have to have those safe words. You also have to have green, yellow, red. You can use those colors as well. You also have to have physical things because sometimes you might be in a position where your mouth, you
Mhm.
can't speak.
Yep.
So you have to have other things as well.
Well,
And you have to have a deep trust for each other. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to go, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just,
well, and I feel like even not necessarily even in like a dom sub BDSM relationship, there are drops that happen. Like
Yes.
in a totally vanilla situation,
Yeah.
you can be doing something and then suddenly afterwards, because I feel like a lot of what the drop I feel like is a setting in of shame
mhm.
or just kind of being scared of, okay, so we did this thing that we don't normally do.
Yeah.
Is my partner feeling differently about me than they were before? And that kind of leads to a bit of a spiral of emotions. And I feel like that can happen in any kind of situation, but it happens a bit more in scenarios with doms and subs.
Yeah, because you're giving away a lot of trust and a lot
Yeah.
of your soul. Honestly, you're being really
Yeah.
open, and it's not just about sex. A lot of times you don't even have sex. A lot of times there's no intercourse involved.
Yes.
And Jesse, with that low pain tolerance, I want to say this kind of stuff doesn't have to be pain. I think
Yeah.
that's what people often confuse it with. There's other things you do. It's not all about pain. It's not all about, and I'm not saying, because I have a cat of nine tails. I have a custom made riding crop. So, and those are not painful, but it's not all about pain. So I would never be like, oh, someone's just starting this. Let's get out this riding crop.
Well, I feel like a lot of it even isn't about pain necessarily. There's a lot of mentality, and there's a lot of emotional trust that too is. And yes, Luke, to answer your questions, yes, a 4-letter word is a much better example of a healthy BDSM relationship than 50 Shades of Grey. I am not in any BDSM relationships. I have played BDSM scenarios before in relationships. But I feel like anytime you're giving yourself wholly to another person, there's a lot of trust there. And then there's also a lot of second guessing and worry that comes along with it afterwards. Like my husband and I have been together for almost 20 years. We've done a lot. And there have been times where when we're done, I'm like, oh shit. When he wakes up tomorrow, is he going to be like, what am I attached to? And like my husband does a very good job to reassure me of being like, oh no, that was good. I liked that. Don't feel worried or scared or sad about it. But that's all like I feel like any kind of venture into intimacy that deep takes a lot of trust.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And Jesse's saying, to be perfectly clear, that usually in my phrasing was meant to imply that I like some pain in certain situations.
I mean, me too.
And
like
we're
honestly,
in
me
an
too.
FW episode right now, everybody. But yeah. And you meant to imply that sometimes that goes away for you. Yeah. Sorry, Jesse.
We're just gonna put you on blast, Jesse. How dare you?
No, thank you, Jesse, for sharing that. This is why you have to get your hair cut, because everyone has amazing hair. Your hair looks so cute, Susie. I love the little purple little.
Oh yeah. Listen, my hair is unkempt. I have to dye it at some point.
The whole transformation from Babadook.
I know, it was amazing.
Susie is like this amazing, like awesome makeup, and then to this amazing, beautiful woman underneath it, and I'm just like. Everyone can see who I am under my makeup because I'm lazy as fuck.
It's very much like the pictures of Princess Diaries where they're like, take this and this, and we give you a Susie.
Beautiful. She was beautiful.
Right? Oh my god, I'm so mad.
Why did they straighten her beautiful curls? Why did you not learn how to work a diffuser?
I'm like, they just needed to give her like a curly hair girl routine. That would have been, and her hair would have been styling, because that was unkempt, frizzy hair. It
the rage.
Oh my god! And they just went right with the Eurocentric beauty standards.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Yeah.
I don't know who Jacob is. Does anyone know who Jacob is?
No, I've never met Jacob.
Those makeup rights for beauty was a transformation, though, Jacob said. So, hi.
I mean, Susie's always beautiful.
This started out as a trivia night, and it's turned into Q&A and not suitable for work. YouTube.
Like, please ask us more questions.
Yes,
I'm not ready for bed.
Jacob, you can ask us a question.
I'm gonna pee real quick, though.
I wonder if
the ones are courtesy of Costco, so you too.
Here, I'm taking this away. I'm going to put a new one. I'm going to create a new banner.
New banner. Oh, yeah. fandom thing after dark.
Sorry, if there's a question there,
yeah.
go ahead. Feel free
You know.
to read it.
Okay, what's your favorite board game? Oh, and Jacob says they're new. Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Well, happy to have you. So, what's your favorite board game?
What is my favorite board game? Wow. I don't know why that is such a hard question.
I know. Well,
yeah, what's your favorite board game? And then we'll come back to it.
Well, for me it comes between like two, because I grew up in two very different cultures who do very different board games. So if we're talking about Mexican culture, it has to be Loteria, because it's just basically like bingo. But that's what I always grew up playing, like El Borracho, La Sirena, El Esqueleto. Like those were the icons of my childhood, and that's the kind of like board game that I mainly grew up with. And when it comes to like American culture, it's Monopoly, because once you get kind of the base rules down, that's a very easy game to play. Transcends like language barriers, I feel, because everyone feels that rage.
Yes, I love Monopoly. I used to force my friends and my family to play Monopoly with me, and they hated it, and I could play it for hours. Yes. And what Jesse said is true, Jacob. We were playing horror trivia like for the first couple hours of the stream, and then Roman and Tyler left, and then because they had to go.
Well, trivia ended.
Roman and Tyler,
so
and the trivia ended, and they left, and so now we just decided to turn it into a Q&A after stream, and a bunch of people left the stream, and most of our contestants left, and so it's like, okay, we're just gonna do that. So you joined us at the fun part. No, the first part was fun, because I love Roman and Tyler. They're amazing.
They're fantastic. My favorite board game, it changes. Right now, I feel like my favorite board game right now is Betrayal on House on the Hill, which is a really fun, like kind of mystery, almost role-playing game that changes every time you play it, and I just think it's a lot of fun. I really also love Settlers of Catan. Like, I love it. I feel like it's a more modern version of Monopoly, if I'm being honest. Like, I can't play Monopoly anymore. I can't play with my family anymore. We always fight. We always get really, really mad at each other. We do the same with Settlers of Catan, but it's a little bit different. There's no, like, table throwing or anything like that. I also really love Ticket to Ride, which is like this railroad building game where you draw cards and you get railroad routes, and your whole thing is that you have to build a railroad route from city to city through a different continent, and I love it also. But those are my favorite board games. I also really like D&D, which is not a board game. It's 100% an RPG. And I could talk about it forever. Like, let me get my character sheet.
And you have it on hand. Oh my
God.
God.
I really
Jesse.
do.
Good night, Jesse.
Good
We
night,
love you,
Jesse.
Jesse.
Good night.
Thank you for the questions. And we're still taking questions. So, Mal, if you have any questions, and Jacob, if you have any questions for us.
Okay, so Mal said it could be a card game like Apples to Apples. I love What Do You Mean? And Cards Against Humanity. I also absolutely love a game called Utter Nonsense, which is a game where you have the main stack is accents, and everyone has a handful of phrases. So the judge draws an accent, and everybody hands out phrases, and the judge has to try and say those phrases in that accent. Susie, I think you would love this game, and I think you would excel at this game.
Because it sounds fun.
It's so fun. And like when it first came out, there was some really offensive like terms and phrases. And we bought it, I think, a year after it came out, and we were like, let's check. And they were all gone.
Oh yeah, they fixed it.
What's a good team board game?
Because Monopoly is required to make enemies. That's very true.
That's
A,
true.
a team board game.
The Betrayal on House on the Hill is a team game to a point. Like everyone is cooperative to a point. Once you get to a certain point, one person becomes like the enemy to everybody else. And that's a lot of fun. Like, honestly, that's fun. Pandemic is a really good cooperative game, also, if you're looking for a co op game. I have a lot of fun playing that. Photosynthesis is another good one, too.
Yeah.
I love me some co op games because I have kids and I don't want to fight with them.
Yeah. It's not really like a board game per se. My family and I found it by chance one day when we were at a Goodwill. And anyone who knows me knows that I love thrifting. It's like one of my favorite things
Who
to do.
doesn't love Goodwill?
Oh my god, let me show you what I got today. It is amazing.
What did you get?
She's gone. We've lost her.
You
Sequence is
know
not
what
really-
game I love? I'm just gonna say I love playing poker. I used to play Texas
Yes.
Hold'em every night at this bar. We would go, and after they'd close, we'd be betting under the table, and it
I
was
love
so
poker.
much fun. And usually I'd be like the only woman playing, but oh, I love playing poker.
I
Oh.
love poker.
This
Yay!
is
We should play
everything.
poker together sometime.
I've never played poker before, but I've always wanted to try it.
We should do
Oh,
that.
that's
We should-
fun.
Look at that. This is what I got at the thrift store today, and I'm so excited.
That's amazing.
It's a Renaissance overskirt, and I love it.
Also, Mal Sequence is not a team game. Not
But
at all.
it's
That whole game is about finding your own sequence.
Yeah, I don't know if it's considered a sequence game, but this game that I found, that my family and I found thrifting, it's basically all these like chairs in this metal box, and what you do is you take out all the chairs and you try to stack them up as high as you can without the whole thing falling over.
Oh, I think I played that game before. It's kind of like Jenga, but not.
Yeah, it's kind of, but you're not trying to like knock it over. You're just trying to build it as high as you can with all these different chairs. And it's a lot of fun. I don't remember the name of it. But it was really funny because at a certain point my mom and I just started playing really dramatic music.
Mm-hmm.
And like just to see like what would happen. And when we would knock it over, we would start taking video, and the dramatic music would play in the background as the chairs just slow-mo fell onto the table.
That's amazing. I think another great game, if you're looking for like a co-op game thing, is you can find like murder mystery games
Mhm.
that are like, I love murder mystery games. So my family, we generally plan a camping trip, and we do a murder mystery role-playing game where, so before, like a few weeks before the camping trip, I send out everybody's characters to them, and we all dress up and we all get into our character, and we have like the whole party while we're all camping together. And that's kind of a big thing. That's a fantastic, fun co-op trip. You don't have to be camping. You can just do a dinner. You can probably do it virtually if you really, really wanted to, but it's much better for in person. But murder mysteries are always like, just Hunt a Killer is a brand. They're always
Oh, yeah.
fantastic group
Yeah.
games. What
Yeah,
game
I
have you
love-
betrayed people the most?
Oh,
The murder
wow.
mystery games have always betrayed people the most. 100%. If I'm playing a
Yeah.
character, I will throw anybody under the bus to save my skin.
The game of life. And I don't
Yes.
mean the board game. Just kidding.
Well, so I'm normally the host of all the murder mystery things, so I don't actually get to play it. I'm the one facilitating it all the time, which bums me out so much because I just want to play.
Yeah, you should find so here in Colorado we have a murder mystery playhouse, and it does like murder mystery dinner theaters.
Yep.
So this could be something you do when you come visit.
Time to move to Colorado.
It is time
But-
to move to Colorado, Meg.
But you should look up to see if maybe there might be any in your area, because also you never know.
yeah,
That'd be fun.
it's true. It's true. Awesome. I'm still up for questions. If people are still up for questions,
As am I.
Just like totally
The
like
game
just
that's
like
betrayed
vamp
people
in
the
here.
most in
I know. I
Monopoly.
can't think of
That'd
a
be
game
mine.
other than life. What was yours?
Yeah.
Sorry. What was yours?
Monopoly. That just
Yeah,
mine.
Monopoly
Yeah,
is.
that's like
We played
that's my
Barbie,
favorite, but
Queen
yeah.
of the Prom a lot, like the 1955 version of Barbie Queen of the Prom. We
I've
played
never
a
even
lot.
heard of that.
Oh no, it's massive collectors. My aunt, who's also my godmother, gave it to me, and it's like, oh,
it's a collect. Is it like a collector's item? Like is it...
yes, it is. It is. But
Oh,
I
it
remember everyone was like, oh, we don't want to marry Poindexter, and now as an adult, I'm like, Poindexter's kind of a snack. And he's smart. Like, why wouldn't you marry Pointy? Pretty Princess. I played Pretty Princess also as a kid.
Cool.
Other
Ooh.
questions?
Yeah, I know.
I've always wanted
Aaron,
to play
when are you
Clue.
gonna do your rom-com trivia night?
My rom-com.
Just one night of
night.
rom-com trivia.
I don't know when. Well, you know what we could do is, but that's in March because we are going to
No,
do
rom-com has to be February because
Yeah.
because of Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Duh. Duh. Okay, we could do a rom-com trivia night. Oh my gosh, what am I getting myself into? here?
yes. Hey, you know
It's not
going
going
to
to be 10 nights like the
We
horror
don't
trivia
know.
night has been.
That's why I said trivia night, not trivia event. We like I'm just here to get drunk and chat and talk about stuff. That's
Galentine's
Oh, yeah,
Day,
mark me
that's a
down
good
as
idea.
in.
oh yes.
That's a really good
Galentine's.
idea.
That's on a Sunday because the 14th is on a Monday.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so we will
weird.
be doing that on the 13th of February, Galentine's Day.
Oh shit, I'm
We-
out of town.
You are?
No, I'm fucking with you.
Oh.
I'm like, Meg, no.
So we're doing a Galentine's Day romantic movie trivia night. This has just been announced on February 13th.
An
Oh my
exclusive.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
I am
Exclusive.
claiming a spot on that panel.
As am I.
And I'm gonna make
Okay.
Carla say
I
it
better
too.
write this on the calendar because I will not remember this.
We'll
'Cause
remind
my
you. We'll
life is
send you DMs.
insane.
Meg, you're
Ooh.
muted. You're muted. Meggles, you're muted. No.
Is she muted still? I'm
Yeah.
on my
Well, the
calendar.
thingy, the little mic has like a whoosh on it.
There we go. Here's my question for you. It's still Q&A. What character you're watching BSG right now? So far, what character do you think maybe you and Carla are gonna have a
No,
conversation
I
about?
honestly have no clue. I honestly have no idea.
There is there's legitimately a character that she feels that way about.
I
So
know, and I don't understand.
who you might have an inkling.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Let me think about that while we answer Jacob's question. Yeah, I do need to put it in the Google Sheets. You're right. I did put it on my calendar to plan out. So
and-
role-playing games, do you play yourself more or an alternate character? And I'll let you both answer that while I try and
So,
think of my answer. Whoops, sorry, my
for
answer.
me,
that one.
for me in RPGs, I generally try to put a little bit of myself in any character I play to make it a little bit easier. My current RPG that I'm playing right now, I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I whipped out my character sheet right here. And the character that I'm playing right now is very cool.
We'll tell.
It's a level 6 halfling rogue for D&D right now. She's very, very slow to trust. She puts on an air of being very affable and very fun, but she doesn't really trust anybody that she's around, which is a lot like me in a lot of ways, but I'm much quicker to trust than she is. So generally, when I'm playing a character, I play the character, not myself. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I try to put a little bit of myself into all the characters just to make it easier for me.
Susie. I don't know if
She's like, I'm drinking water right now.
Sorry. Sorry, I had a
I'm
gummy in my mouth.
hydrating, bitch.
But for me, it's kind of very similar to a YouTube make. I like whenever I do any type of role playing game or situation, I do try to put a little bit of myself into
Mhm.
the character or try to find something in common with the character.
Yep.
Because I've just found it, and it's because I used to do acting, so it just in plays,
Me too.
in theater.
Me
I'm
too.
a theater kid.
We
Yes.
were all
Theater
we're still
kids.
actors. We're still actors. I'm going to say that because
Yeah.
we are performing now in a way. We are entertaining people. So, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So I've always just found it easier to try to like find or put a little bit of myself into the characters that I'm gonna become, just because
Yeah.
it makes it a lot easier. And I also, just for spice, I like to add something completely funny and ridiculous, like
Yeah.
with the whole Southern accent in the Jason thing.
Well, and I think it's one of those things too, is especially if you're like we were all apparently into theater and everything like that. I was an actor for a bit, and when you're given a character who's completely different than you are, that's a totally different story than when you're trying to create a character. Because I've been given characters that I have nothing in common with, but being given that character and given their background and their history, that you're able to kind of tune into those characters. But if you're creating them yourselves, it's kind of impossible to create a character without putting yourself into it a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, that goes into writing. Like I know for me, when
Mhm.
I'm writing, so much of myself is in everything I'm writing. I mean, it's just inevitable. They always say, write what you know.
Yep.
So it just happens. Even if you're writing a character that's not very great or wonderful, there might still be a part of yourself that you're working on that's in that character. So that's why writing can be so painful and lonely and all that crap.
Yeah.
So I think when you're doing role play or anything like that, or role playing games or anything RPG, and if you're creating that character, you're bound to have that in there because there's some writing involved in that. So you're bound to put yourself there. Yeah. And Mal was a stage manager. Awesome. That was a great question, Jacob. So
That is a great question.
yeah.
That got me a little emo. Let me talk about Bruin Proudmead. I'm kidding. I'm not going to talk about my D&D character. I mean, I will, but no one wants to hear about any of that.
Okay, so like I'm trying to figure out, okay, so Jacob, just so that you know what's going on, because Mal already does, for my podcast, for It's a Fandom Thing, we're going to be talking about Battlestar Galactica. Now, this is BSG. Now, this is the first time. This is in a couple weeks.
One of the probably the best sci-fi show ever. Definitely the best American sci-fi show.
Yeah, very good.
And this is the first time I have watched this show. I have never watched it before, and I'm watching it right now. And there's a character on there that Carla, one of our other frequent panelists, she's going to be on that episode as well. And she has said that it's a character that we are going to clash on. And she said I would know right away. I have no flippin' idea. I've up to episode 5 in the first season. And I'm supposed to already know by now. I don't know. I'm trying to take a guess.
I'm going to tell you, it's not a ploy. Like, she's kind
real.
of surprised that you haven't yet. So I'm wondering what you think based on what you've watched.
I don't have any idea.
I'm curious about what your thoughts about the characters that you've seen so far.
Is it Captain?
I'm not going to tell you. I want to hear your thoughts about the characters.
I don't really. I don't know.
What do you think about 6?
Is that the character?
That's the
that she
Trisha
thinks?
Helfer character.
No, I know. Is that the character that?
No,
she thinks we're-
I'm not telling you. I'm wondering. I want to hear what your thoughts about the character so far. What do you think about 6?
She's sexy as hell. Is all I'm gonna say.
I
right
know
now.
she's
But
so
no,
fucking
she's-
hot. Trisha Helfer is like, I'm
Answer
straight.
the worst you can. 1-4. Okay, a bad question. What is Battlestar Galactica? Answer the worst you can. 1-4 words, and then Star Trek is better. Uh-oh.
How dare you, Jacob? We're gonna kick you off right now. How
Answer the
dare
worst you can.
Okay, a bad
Oh,
question. What is Battlestar Galactica? Answer the worst you can in 4 words. Okay. That 70s show.
That 70s show.
Trisha Helfer is in a lot of stuff, and she's amazing. Trisha Helfer is a fantastic sci-fi actress.
Yes. Thank you, Mal. Oh my God. Yes. No, sorry. I just, I just read that comment and it made me happy.
Also, absolutely, Matt, you went 100% correct.
So
Okay,
yeah, so
so-
I don't know. I
okay.
really have no idea.
right,
Maybe
so Six
Captain
is
Kara
really-
Starbuck.
What are your thoughts about Starbuck? Off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head. Okay. Oh my gosh. I feel like
So
I'm
we're
like
gonna
on
do,
this like
rapid fire. Starbuck.
I think she's gonna end up getting on my nerves.
Very
I think
interesting.
she's pretty cool, but I think she's gonna get on my nerves.
That's very interesting. Okay, what do you think about Adama?
Let me look up who that is. I'm bad
Bill
at names.
Adama, the old commander.
Oh, I thought you said some other name. You mean Edward James Olmos'
Yes,
character?
Edward James Olmos, like one of my favorite older men in the world.
I think he's going to end up becoming a favorite. I think he probably has some softness inside that he hasn't gotten out yet. So yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about Rosalind, the president?
I love her so far, but I think I just love her so far. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know.
Same. She is amazing. What about Apollo? Adama's son.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on him yet, to be honest.
Okay. What about
Right.
Hilo?
See, now I'm wondering which one. I'm sure one of these is already the one. Which one is Hilo? See, I'm getting all these people
Hilo's the
confused.
guy who gave up his seat.
Oh, the one that I'm sure Carla loves because
because he's perfect.
because of who plays him.
She
his
loves
name?
Tomo Pennegat.
Thank you. He's okay.
I will tell you right now, Carla and I have already decided that you're gonna not like Hilo because he's quote unquote too perfect.
Yeah, that's why I said he's okay.
That's the
He
only
doesn't do anything
spoiler.
for me.
That's the only spoiler I'm gonna give you is that Carla like
I don't
we're
like
gonna
too perfect
fight for
characters.
Hilo rights because he's too perfect. And
I don't
Aaron's
like
gonna
that.
hate him.
No, I want someone to be very complex and complicated.
Starbuck
because
is
it's just
amazing.
annoying.
She's a fantastic character, and she is the gender bend from the original. So the original show is Starbuck is a man, and they switched that character to a woman. And Katie Sackhoff is freaking phenomenal in the role, and I love that they really didn't change anything about the character for Starbuck. Like Starbuck was always kind of this brash, smartass, womanizing character, and then they gender flipped it, and they weren't like, oh well, now Starbuck's a woman, so they can't be like super sexual or anything like that. Starbuck is there to get her shit going on, and I love it so much. Also, Star Trek is not better.
You're going back to that.
I'm going back to that. I'm sorry, Jacob. Star Trek is
I'm not. And
better
see,
than
here's the
BSG.
thing: I am not a fan of sci-fi shows very much. And so I think that's gonna be a struggle for me. I'm trying, but
I'm not a big fan of sci-fi shows. Like I know I'm like, oh, Firefly is my favorite show ever. But I don't watch Star Trek. I was not a big fan of like Babylon 5 or I never really watched a whole lot of sci-fi shows, but this one really got me because I watch shows for characters, and this show does fantastic character development. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see when you finally realize when you're gonna really butt heads with Carla about a character, or when you're
I
gonna
have
butt
no
heads with
clue.
me about a character, because Carla and I have our own like separate characters from each other that we're gonna fight for. If you get mad about them,
I have no clue. I'm trying really hard to decide, but Yeah. Ascension. I haven't seen Ascension, but you think I'd
Ascension's
like it?
real good. It's real good.
Yeah. So
Jacob, watch Battlestar, not Battle. I don't know what Battlegate is. Watch Battlestar
Is that the one
Galactica.
with John Travolta where he has that like really sexy makeup? Is
the
that
one
the one?
that's based on the L. Ron Hubbard novel.
What is it? Battlefield Earth
Yes.
Oh yeah, never mind.
with the tentacle hair.
A lot of battles.
Well, Luke, since you are now a fan of Tristan and Liz from Hotel, I will definitely give any show you recommend for right now. I will give it a try.
Also, Mal, I 100% agree that we're pushed to love Apollo too much, but where Aaron is, loving Apollo's not unreasonable.
I don't have really much of an opinion on Apollo.
Like, my whole thing is like the Starbuck Apollo ship within Battlestar Galactica, like that shipping is possibly the most toxic ship in the verse, in my opinion. And I'm someone who does ship them a bit. So when I'm just like, this is a bit of a mess, it's a bit of a mess.
See, I'm
Okay.
confused. I'm lost. But anyway.
Keep watching, Aaron.
Okay, so let's move on from Battlestar
Why?
BSG.
Why?
So we're gonna do the
Why would we move on from BSG?
So yeah, so let's okay, so any other questions anyone wants to ask us, or Meg wants to ask me, or Susie wants to ask me or Meg?
Well, this isn't really a question, but I have a really weird fun fact about clowns.
Yay!
Okay.
It came up with like when I saw your makeup. Okay, so there's an organization called Clowns International, and when you become an official like professional clown,
Yeah.
you register with them, and when you register with them, they paint your clown makeup and look on a little egg.
That's
And
creepy
so
as shit.
there's just
Yeah.
rooms
Clowns are so flippin'
filled with
creepy.
eggs that have like the
Okay,
clown
this-
faces painted on them. No. And they do this as a copyright.
Nope,
Oh, really?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope,
So if someone's
nope,
clown makeup
Don't
is
tell
already on
Sasha
an
then.
egg, if someone's clown makeup is already on an egg, you can't use that.
no, thank you. Not for
And
me.
I remember this because when I used to work at the costume store, I would have clients that would come in and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm in clown college and
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out my look."
This is horrifying. Jacob wants to know, with Halloween coming up, what are we dressing up as?
Ooh. Yeah, guys. What do you do? I'll
I'm
save mine for
dressing up
last.
as an exhausted mother following her children trick or treating. So I will be just very similar to this with a thermos of alcoholic apple cider.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
knew it.
What about you, Aaron?
What am I? I will probably put back on because I just love it so much. My vampire costume with
Yes!
with the black veil that I also did a photo shoot of. So if you follow me on Twitter at
Amazing.
@eAprilBeauty, you can see that costume. That's what I'll probably do. I'm sure I will do that. Yeah. And I'm gonna try and make Fergie the dog dress up, but that'll last about 2 seconds because she doesn't have a costume. But Susie, what are you gonna be?
Oh yeah, so I am gonna be at Denver. No, it's not Comic-Con anymore.
It's the Fan Expo.
Fan Expo Denver. And I had already planned this costume months in advance, but I'm gonna be a sexy Mothman.
Yes!
Awesome.
I am
So,
reading
and-
a book right now that's basically it's a fanfic that was published as a book, and Mothman is the big villain in the book. I'm really
Oh my
excited.
God.
And
And
you're
it's a
going as
book?
Albert Einstein.
You gotta send me
Jacob?
that title.
Point Pleasant.
Awesome.
Oh, Point Pleasant. Okay, I'm gonna write
Yeah.
that down because I've just been writing down
So-
recommendations.
Favorite adaptation?
Of Pride and is it favorite adaptation of Pride and Prejudice? Because you said that before, or is it just any favorite adaptation? So
I'll answer both. My favorite Pride and Prejudice adaptation is the BBC adaptation with Colin Firth. Because there's only like that's the only one that actually covers all the beats of the books as they should be done. My favorite book adaptation to screen at all, I'm gonna say, is Outlander. I think they've done a really, really good job. I'm a huge fan of the books. I was a fan of the books before the show ever came out. And even the parts of the show and books that don't line up, I think the show has done a really, really good job of making their own and making it make sense within that universe. And it feels similar enough to the books where, as a book fan, I can get really, really invested, but different enough that also as a book fan, I can separate the two if I'm having a hard time with the adaptation. So
Awesome.
that's
And
my
you,
pick for a favorite adaptation.
You, Susie.
Well, when it comes to Pride and Prejudice, everyone knows that I really love Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Yes! That's so
I knew you were going to
good!
say that. I
Yes.
knew you
Yes,
were going to
it's
say
so
that.
not my
Oh,
favorite, but
God.
it's so good.
It's listen, I love Colin Firth, but just the campiness of putting in zombies
I can never get away from Colin Firth,
into
though. I'm sorry.
into a
He's
Regency
always
story is just
Mm-hmm.
it's just so funny. It's one of my favorite like camp movies to watch. I consider it camp because it totally is. And I don't really have like other than that, there isn't really like a book adaptation that I like, but a kind of comic adaptation that I think is really fun is the Lego Batman movie. Because I still maintain I think it's probably like the best
The best Batman.
Batman adaptation because it does a really good job of kind of like laying down the base of what Batman is and also like referencing and poking fun at previous work. It's just funny and it just makes me smile. I really like it.
Well, here's a confession, and we'll see you soon, Jacob. Yeah, I know you totally missed our whole trivia
Bye,
thing,
Jacob.
but
Jacob's like, I don't know what I stumbled into.
You know what? I love the movie The Duff. That's very interesting because I actually really like that movie a lot. I think that has the better Amell brother. Sorry, but I don't like.
Yeah,
Stephen
no, I
Amell.
get you. They're cousins, not brothers.
Oh yeah, I always forget that.
How
But
dare
anyway,
you?
the better Amell in that. But yes, but here's a confession, and I will lose Meg and Susie when I say this. I don't like Pride and Prejudice at all. I don't like Jane Austen. And I
mean, you
like
won't lose me.
those.
That's something that I get in tracks.
I
So
mean,
yeah. I don't know. As far as favorite adaptation though, gosh, that's so hard. I'd say go back and listen to our book adaptation episode. There's my lazy answer.
So as far as the most infuriating adaptation, so I am a person who I love to read. I love books. And I also really, really want good adaptations. Like if people are like, oh, we optioned this book for a movie, I'm so excited. Like To All the Boys I Loved Before, loved it. Was it different from the book? Yes. But it was done with integrity. It felt true to the spirit of the story. So adaptations that really pissed me off, and it was because I really, really loved the books. Something Borrowed was just a garbage adaptation. Like it's hard enough to get on the side of someone who sleeps with her best friend's fiance in the opening pages of a book. But to put that in a movie and not include any of the nuances and the relationship dynamics that led to that decision for her to make, and to put that all in a movie was just garbage, and it was shitty, and it pissed me off so much. Like it was really hard to get behind the main character in the book who is a cheater and who is cheating, like I said, with her best friend's fiance.
Yeah.
And the book just did a really, really shitty job of it. The other one that made me really mad was the adaptation of the book One for the Money by
Oh,
Janet Ivanovich.
With
Oh,
Catherine Heigl.
With Katherine Heigl.
I can't stand her. Yeah.
Because that
Her
could have
accent
been
in that movie.
Oh my god, it was the fucking worst. That movie could have been so good. They could have built so many movies off of this book series. They're in like book 30 almost at this point in this book series.
Wow.
And I loved the books. And they just, it was so bad. It was so bad. Katherine Heigl had no business playing Stephanie. Like, none of it. None. So those are my two most infuriating that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And I agree
And
that the Duff was not true to the original integrity of the story, but I still liked the movie for itself.
See, that's the part I missed. I'm sorry, Mal. I missed where you said what adaptation infuriated you the most. I just saw the Duff part on there and I went, I like that. So I missed that. I do have an answer for this one. And it's not that I think it's a horrible movie. I just well, there have been a few, but the one that really irritates me only because I love the book so much is Odd Thomas, because Odd Thomas should be a series. It shouldn't be a movie. It should be a series.
Yeah, no. Yep.
And while I liked I think Anton Yelchin is really good in it, it doesn't capture the book very well, in my opinion. And I think that's true of most Dean Koontz adaptations. And Dean Koontz is my favorite author. So, and that's my favorite book of his, that and the Fear Nothing series. But it should have been a TV series, really, because there's so much and there's so many books, and Odd Thomas is such a great character. So.
Generally, how I feel about all book adaptations is this should have been a show.
Yeah. Do you have one, Susie, that infuriated you?
Oh my god.
I'm guessing this really infuriated you.
Yeah, no, I get that, Mal. I get waiting with that anticipation and everything. That's why I was so happy Outlander happened as it did. Well, Susie is collecting her thoughts. That's something I was really excited about for Outlander happening as it did, because there was talks for years of Outlander being adapted, this 900-page book being adapted to a 2-hour movie, which, no. So when they said it was going to become a TV show and each season was going to be a book, that made me feel so much more comfortable. So I totally get the whole like anticipation of a book being adapted to a movie and how scary that can feel. Anyway, Susie, what's your infuriating adaptations?
Ever since the day that I picked up Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children,
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with the series and with the strange sort of whimsy that it brought to the table. And that movie came out.
It was not The Things?
They shuffled around all the kids' ages and they shuffled around all their powers when they were perfectly fine right where they were, just to force some like really old like ideal of romantic subplot upon us. Like Hollywood, we didn't need that.
Oh
And
my god, that's
as
like
much-
what they did with Percy Jackson.
and same. But like it just and listen, I love Eva Green, but she was not the right person to play Miss Peregrine. Like just no. I think she was like the most unexpected casting for me, because I was like, hey, this still kind of doesn't make sense here. Like, what?
What is this thing?
It was just so
Yeah.
bad, so bad. And that's movie wise. Like again, I thought was like, if you guys are gonna adapt this, like this is a really great book series. you gotta turn this into a TV show because you got a lot of stuff you can go into. There's a lot of potential here for really good storytelling,
Yeah,
and you're giving me none of it. You're just
like
you just took out all the good parts of the book and just
honestly, generally when it comes to books, I don't want to see a movie adaptation. I want a series. Give me a
Right.
TV show. Like the last book to movie adaptation that I've seen that I thought did a good job, even if it wasn't like 100% true to the book, because you have to be able to separate mediums. You have to be able to separate book from visual medium because it has to happen. They're two totally different methods of storytelling. I thought the Hunger Games did a fantastic job. Personally, I love the books, I love the movies and everything like that. But
yeah. See, I didn't have as much of a big issue with the Hunger Games adaptation.
I had no issues with the Hunger
Yeah.
Games adaptations. I thought they did a really, really good job. Like they were similar enough that if you love the books, you would enjoy the movies, but they were different enough that you could exist in both worlds.
Oh yeah, I think also like a really good consensus for the worst adaptation is the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, done by that one guy.
I never saw that.
Because oh,
no clue.
I'm so glad
I
you guys
didn't see
haven't. Because that, if I really want to know if I can sue him for damages and time lost. Because oh
Also,
my god, I feel like I'd have a case.
Also, Jacob brought up The Hobbit, which absolutely, The Hobbit did not need to be 3 movies long. I'm going to say that right now. The Hobbit did not need to be that long. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And
I think
also
a lot of
another
people feel that way.
another type of adaptation that it just infuriates me to the very core of my being is the Riverdale series.
Oh my god!
They haven't watched
Absolutely.
any of that.
No, 100%. That was garbage. I watched half a season and I was done. And Mal, you're wrong. The Hunger Games movies are fantastic.
I love the Hunger Game movies. Those used to be my birthday movies because they always came out around my birthday, and so those would always be my birthday movies.
They are so good. I get into like cravings for them, and I will just watch them. Yeah. As far as The Hobbit, so The Hobbit was not a great adaptation. The Lord of the Rings, however, brilliant adaptation.
Amazing.
Brilliant. Yeah. I've read the Lord of the Rings books. I will watch the movies before I read those books again. Like, I love the books, but we did not need to spend that much time talking about grass.
Yeah, now, thank you!
Yes.
Sorry.
Mal is 100% correct. They took away Jughead's asexuality, which was a travesty.
Yeah. For the longest time, myself and other people were very excited for that kind of representation. And then it was like, nope, he's going to get together with Betty. And it's going to be like a whole, like, weird situation, angsty.
Fucking CW! It's the CW! Fuck them all. And yes, absolutely, the books can 100% for Hunger Games can 100% stand on their own. They don't need an adaptation, but I think they did a fantastic job of adapting the books to the movie, especially when you look at something like Divergent, which was kind of around the same time, the Divergent book series. Those movie adaptations were garbage compared to the Hunger Games.
Oh my god, Divergent was a mess. You know, I think the last one
trash.
They wanted to release it as like a TV
Jughead
series
from Riverdale, which is the Archie comics. Jacob.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of them. So.
Yeah, they wanted to release the last Divergent movie as like a TV series, and the cast was just like, no. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's funny because I've seen the Hunger Games. I've watched one Lord of the Rings movie ever, and I probably will never watch another Lord of the Rings movie.
That's not sci-fi, Aaron, just so you know.
I know it's not sci-fi, but so I'm like,
just fantasy.
I feel so out of the loop here with these conversations, except for I love the Hunger Games. I love the Hunger Games, but other than that, I feel so out of the loop with some of these.
I think the Hunger Games is the more. I feel like the Hunger Games is the more recent adaptation that really does a really good job of sticking to the spirit of the books. Like they made some changes, but they stuck to the ideals and the spirit of the book. I think making Haymitch being a bigger character in the books or in the movies than he was in the books was a really, really good idea. And same thing with who's Elizabeth Shue's character?
Oh, Effie?
Effie. Yes,
Yeah.
Effie. Because she wasn't really in the last book or anything like that, but they brought her back, and I think they did such a great job with that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lord of the Rings, personally, I just feel like it was just such a brilliant series of movies. Like I said, I've read the books, but I would probably never read those books again. They were so long, but the movies are so good. And if I have 27 hours to spare to watch them
You
again,
watch
I
them.
will. Well, I just watched them with my kids fairly recently, too, which opened up a whole other portal because my kids are like, oh my God, all of this. Like, they really were excited to watch them with us, which is so cool.
Well, yeah, and you're
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, I just
another-
feel I'm just like, no, don't really. It's not. It's just not my
Jacob's right.
thing.
Lord of the Rings is not sci-fi. It's definitely
don't think it is.
100% not sci-fi.
I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't. It's just not.
It's like
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, another adaptation that I think is good but has nothing to do with the original, like little to do with the original material, is the Umbrella Academy, because the TV show and the comic are so different and removed from each other, but yet each one does like a really good job of telling a different story. And like in truth, when the Umbrella Academy came out, like that first season, I felt like it was kind of like the Phoenix storyline that the X-Men wouldn't give us. It was
Yeah.
just so much better done, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, any other
Yeah.
questions, and then we'll sign off soon
Well,
because I'm
and-
fading fast. But
Yeah.
everybody, but
well, and I really love adaptations about stuff. So, like, as far as I know, Aaron doesn't like Jane Austen, but I think like Clueless is
no,
probably,
I love Clueless. I love
that's
Clueless.
one of my favorite Jane
love
Austen
Clueless.
adaptations ever. Clueless is an amazing adaptation of Jane Austen. Bridget Jones's Diary is also like just a perfect Jane Austen adaptation. And Mal says they really enjoy Umbrella Academy because they are smart. They have good taste.
Yeah. Oh, that's also been one of my favorite cosplays. Is I did a Diego, but I, instead of having the knives, I made little tiny umbrellas to have in place of the knives.
I love you so much, Susie. You're so amazing. And Mal, you're correct. The Lizzie Bennet Diaries is a great YouTube channel for Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice adaptation.
We'll take one more question and then we're gonna end because I'm fading and I kind of
Because Aaron's tired now that I opened a whole other fucking beer.
But every time I say this, when I say we're gonna end, it ends up like 20 minutes later. We're
The
still
Midwestern
here.
goodbye.
It is.
It is a Midwestern goodbye. Ask a good question so I can vamp till I finish my beer.
Till I finish my beer.
Mm.
If you have any questions, Meg or Susie,
I've been
for me,
asking my
say,
questions
Dr.
about
Manhattan,
BSG.
Dr. Manhattan, best hero or no?
Who's Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah, who
Who's
is
Dr.
Dr.
Manhattan?
Manhattan?
I feel like we're gonna get canceled right now. Ooh.
I'm looking this up right now.
All right, let's see. Mal asked, favorite breakfast food. Ooh.
Ooh, I like a good scramble. Like, so
like
here's the
me-
thing. So I
It's the
love
character
me,
in comic
I love me some like eggs
DC
Benedict. I
Comics.
love that.
in Watchmen.
But I also really,
Mm.
really love myself. I don't know. I still don't know who He is. I also love myself some hash browns, so I like a good scramble. So I have no good pick for a favorite breakfast food because I like it all. Give me my potatoes, give me my eggs, give me my meat, give me my cheese, and all the veggies.
I like pancakes. I love pancakes and I love bacon and I love eggs. But I love pancakes and French toast. Really good French.
I pick pancakes over. Wait. Where are you in the pancakes versus French toast?
I would pick pancakes only because unless I was making them, I'd probably pick French toast. But
I am 100% team pancakes. My husband likes custard French toast,
I don't know if
where it's like still kind of soggy and like
yeah.
in the
Okay,
middle.
that's a choice.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I barely like French toast as it is. And for years, for Mother's Day to my birthday, him and my daughters would make me breakfast in bed and they would always bring me French toast. And I had to like choke it down. Because I don't like French toast at all. And I'd be like, hey, honey, can you please just bring me some scrambled eggs?
Aw.
It's the thought.
Now we're all sad.
Now we're all sad about my Mother's Day.
Well-
No, they're wonderful and I love it.
Team bacon and eggs. So
Anytime bacon's involved, I'm happy though.
what about
Yeah.
waffles?
Listen, that's
I
like,
love
I'm
waffles.
gonna give you my favorite like my ideal breakfast platter.
Let
Okay.
me hear it.
So we got waffles.
Yes.
We got breakfast sausages, but they have
Yes.
to be jalapeno with cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like me some spice.
Mm-hmm.
I
Then
like
we
the
gotta have
spice
that
part.
bacon. We gotta have two
Mhm.
types of bacon. We gotta have that good, thick, like Howl's Moving Castle type of bacon.
Yes.
Those
yes.
you need to know. But I also want to have like that nice, like crunchy bacon because I also like a little bit of a crisp.
Mhm.
We gotta have the hash browns.
I'm gonna move in with Susie.
Gotta add a little bit of like grilled
Yeah.
some grilled veggies, just a little bit, keep it a little bit healthy, just a
The
little bit.
potatoes
But-
O'Brien you need.
But I'm
is
gonna
what you
make
need.
it in the bacon fat so it
Yeah.
gets all that
Mhm.
flavor. But
Yes.
it's still healthy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna serve myself.
I'm moving down with Susie now. This is my new
I'm gonna
life.
serve myself some orange juice with pulp because I'm that kind of person.
Mhm.
I
I'm
love
gonna
pulp
make
too.
myself a
Mhm.
I
nice
love it where you can like
sweet-
chew the orange juice. That's the
Yes.
best orange juice.
Yes.
good. Okay. Anyway, and
Let's all go
have
to breakfast.
cup of tea.
Yeah, right. I'm ready. I'm so fucking hungry.
I'm gonna make
for
it my way.
breakfast now.
And then also on the side, I'm gonna have some pan con manteca y azúcar. So that's like a piece of bread that I'm gonna
Mhm.
slice in half.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
cover that
Mhm.
in butter,
Mhm.
stick it in the toaster, and once
Mhm.
it comes out all nice and warm, you just sprinkle like a little bit of sugar on it, and it is
Mhm. I
gonna be
hate
my
you so
ideal
much.
breakfast.
I hate you so much.
That sounds delicious. Except I would add more eggs.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of eggs.
You're in Australia? You're in Australia, Jacob? You're not a big fan?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us from Australia.
well, thank you
What
for
time is it
joining
there
us.
in Australia? Is it really early in the morning there, right?
I don't know how
Yeah.
Jacob
What
is
time is
feeling.
it
He
in
came here for trivia and he's here.
I know.
So Jacob,
He's mentioning
During his
Australia.
time.
so come 2 hours earlier
The
on
start time.
Saturday.
No, not this Saturday. It's
Is it?
and it's the
Next
last one.
Saturday.
Our sign-up's already closed though, but you can come and watch it. But Saturday the 6th is our last one, and it's so it.
Yeah.
Would I don't know what time it would be for you in Australia because it would start.
So
6
it looks
o'clock
like
our
right now
time,
it's
so-
3:30 in the afternoon in Australia.
Oh, okay. So it's only the
Yeah.
afternoon for
So
you.
come in at like noon.
Yeah.
During the noon.
Like you popped in when
Okay.
we are just drunk and having a good time.
It's nighttime here.
Yeah, it's almost
No.
midnight for me, which is a
Almost
bit.
11 here. Yeah.
I know it's almost 11 for you. I'm just saying it's late for me.
No, I'm just telling everybody.
Damn it!
Are
Aaron.
tuning with us right now.
Need a fan.
But this is so fun. We can talk about so many things.
Yeah, see, we did do trivia. I promise you, we had that. It was a long time ago, but we had that.
Noon on the
Noon on
7th.
the 7th. Wow.
the 7th. Yeah, it would be the
Like, now
7th
coming in
because
clutch.
it's the yes, that's right. It would be the 7th for you.
I mean, I won't be there. So why
Oh, yeah.
bother coming?
You said maybe you would be there.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah,
So why bother coming? Because Susie's gonna be there. Aaron's gonna be there. The other Aaron, not just
No
me.
one's even gonna recognize Susie.
Paula. And Neil Fraser's gonna be here.
Oh.
It's gonna be really late for Neil Fraser. So
I
it's
gotta
gonna be,
figure
like,
what kind of
3 in the
look I'm
morning.
doing for that one. I got like 2 weeks to prepare. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know what
I'm
I'm
trying to
gonna do,
think
but
of questions. Although Aaron,
yes.
you're gonna love this question because we haven't talked about it enough.
Oh.
Oh.
I just
like,
want to
yikes.
know about your general feelings so far about BSG because I'm
We
so
already talked about
excited.
this.
It's all I want to talk about.
I have nothing else to add on that
What
one.
are your general feelings?
Give me another question.
What are your feelings about the characters on Battlestar?
We already went through.
What's your ideal hot cocoa?
My
There we go.
ideal hot cocoa?
What's your ideal hot cocoa scenario?
I love the hot cocoa. It'll be released on Friday, the episode talking about Friday the 13th. It'll be Saturday for Jacob.
What
But
is
our
your
episode
ideal
about
hot cocoa?
Friday the 13th. Go listen to the Friday the 13th
No,
episode.
I want to hear
and you'll get to
your
hear
ideal hot
the
cocoa.
ideal. No, you'll get to hear the ideal.
She's doing promo work. Thanks.
No! I want to hear it now. I'll
No,
tell
my
you my ideal
ideal-
hot cocoa.
My ideal would be something where it's made on the stove, kind of. I don't know
Mhm.
how to say it because I never really made myself any
homemade.
cocoa like
Just
this.
say homemade.
But
Don't
the
make-
hot cocoa that Susie describes that she would give Jason in Friday the 13th would be amazing. Marshmallows for sure.
Mhm.
I'm mixed on whipped cream. I don't really need whipped cream, but marshmallows for sure. Yeah.
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 What place did Australia come for letting women what? Okay,
Oh,
read this question for me because
trivia questions for you guys. At what place did Australia come for letting women vote? Oh, I think they were
I
really
don't know.
early in letting women vote. I think they might have been
I'm going to
among the
say
first.
like third place.
Is that correct?
I fucking don't know.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking Jacob if that's correct. Is it third place?
I'm going to say third place.
I'm gonna say fourth.
I'm going to talk about my hot cocoa preferences. So I would like
Okay.
milk heated up
One.
on the stove, not water,
Milk.
with hot cocoa. And if I'm talking about like ideal hot cocoa, I want a little Bailey's in there because I'm from
Well,
Wisconsin.
second, New Zealand came first.
That doesn't
Oh,
surprise me
I was
about New Zealand.
close though. I said third.
You were close. I was gonna say second, and then I said, nah, better say fourth.
Fourth.
No.
But yeah, so my hot cocoa is heated up milk, with a little bit of Bailey's. And I prefer to have like not hot cocoa mix, but actual chocolate mixed in there with whipped cream and peppermint with a little bit of chocolate shavings. That's
Peppermint.
I love peppermint, man. I don't want
I love
peppermint
peppermint
schnapps,
too, but
but I want like I love the idea where you put the little small candy cane in there and it just
Yeah.
kind of melts with your hot cocoa.
But seriously, all our serial killers, slashers.
All the serial killers here are equal opportunity murderers.
Oh my gosh. No, all the slasher episodes that we have done for the show, and we just released our Halloween one, and our
So
last
much
one is
murder!
Friday the 13th one, which is coming out on Saturday for Jacob. That one on all of those, what Susie provides us with the hot cocoa, she would give the slasher. So it started with Scream, then Nightmare on Elm Street, and then Halloween, and then Friday the 13th rounds it out. And then we also are trying to bribe interview guests with hot cocoa.
Also, Jacob, what do you mean nation versus region?
Well, they're talking about
Oh, I think it might be like for letting women vote, like who
Yeah.
did it first.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So like,
so
hot
mine-
cocoa feels fairly universal.
Yeah. Mine isn't real. Like, I never listed this in for any of the slashers because this
That's
is like
true.
my special thing. So it's called champurrado, and
Mhm.
it's kind
Yep.
of the same thing. You heat up some milk, the chocolate abuelita thing, and you add like corn flour
Mhm.
because it makes it have kind of like a thicker consistency that's like a little bit more gritty, and you add in like I think it's called well, I know it as a piloncillo, but it's basically like just this like unicorn horn of sugar that you stick in the hot chocolate to melt. You have cinnamon, and it just comes out as like this delicious, like full body, like warmth, comfort drink, and it's just so good. And I'm not giving that to any of the slashers because that's my thing. It's fine.
That's amazing. I love hot cocoa. I also really good love. This is the time of year for me with hot apple cider
Mhm.
and having either some whiskey or some brandy in it, and just kind of sitting around and sitting outside with around a fire pit where it's cool enough to need a jacket, but not so cold that you can't sit outside anymore. And sipping some cider or some hot cocoa with a little bit of spirit spiked in there, and it's amazing. I love a good mulled wine. I've had good
Ooh.
non-alcoholic mulled wine. I make a really good alcoholic mulled wine because I'm in Wisconsin and that's what we do. Like, it's all alcohol here. I'm sorry, I'm like, oh, it's a birthday party, booze. Like, we have a federal grant for
Booze.
drinking here. It's like booze, beer, wine everywhere. We can't.
Again, I'm hearing
function.
a lot of similarities between like Midwestern culture and Mexican culture.
Hey,
This
Susie,
is
you're
very
not
much
wrong.
the same.
There is so much the same.
There's so much overlap. Like any
my-
party, booze.
No, my aunt is from Mexico, and this was something that we talked about 20 years ago. She's like, "Oh my god, it's so much the same. Where just every occasion is alcohol." I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right."
Like it reminds me of this TikTok I saw once where like this guy took his white girlfriend to a baby shower, and he was like, "Oh wait, we gotta stop by the liquor store first." She's like, "What do you mean we're going to a baby shower? Like what do
Yeah.
you what are you
We gotta
getting?"
get the
He's like,
booze.
I gotta bring beer. Like that's
Yeah.
what you do.
The party's not for the mother to be. And also, Luke, I love your drinking preferences. I love your choices. I love that you always try to come up with festive cocktails and mocktails to go with what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay,
I want to
well
try
then-
your mulled wine.
Same.
That's how we will wrap up this part, and then we'll seriously close out.
Aaron's like,
Remember I
"We're
said we were
done.
doing one
It's been
question.
almost 4 hours. I'm tired. I want to go to bed."
I'm so glad that these ones
It's
are ones I
almost
don't edit.
midnight.
These don't become actual podcast episodes. Go tune
Almost
into our
midnight.
podcast.
I'm so tired, Aaron. How could you keep me here this long?
Well, this is the last question. I'll go around and ask everybody to say this, and then I'll end with me. And then after you say it, tell our wonderful 2 people that are with us right now, and then
Bless
anyone
their
else who tunes
cows.
into this later. Bless you for watching this later too. But Meg, what is your favorite alcoholic drink and then non-alcoholic drink?
Okay, so my favorite alcoholic drink right now, I'm gonna say, is Ruby Red Deep Eddy vodka and soda with a lime, because it gets a good grapefruit flavor. And my favorite non-alcoholic drink, aside from just regular seltzer water, I'm just gonna throw out Diet Coke because I've somehow fallen back into that trap. And you can find me on Twitter at Wisconsinach, which is WISCONSENNACH. You can find my podcast with Carla at bedwedbeheadpod and on Instagram at bed.wed.behead.pod. And that's what I got for you.
Awesome. Thank you. And I'll be on there soon. So
Someday. Unfortunately, we have to
No,
to
I know.
miss,
I meant-
we
I-
have to
I
miss
was-
out on our next episode because Carla's not feeling well.
yes. So okay. And Susie, what's your favorite alcoholic and non-alcoholic? And then tell everybody where they can find you.
All right, I'm gonna have to say, just rum chata. That's
Yes.
just very
Rumchata! Yes!
that's just very self-explanatory. And the other would have to be, so it would have to be it's this sangria drink. So it's this sangria soda, and you mix it with a little bit of lemon and a little bit of salt, and it just makes the most delicious, refreshing drink. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at SusieQ_SC. There's a second SC for there's a second underscore for the Instagram. Just one for the Twitter. And my dog's Instagram is at Benny_Pelucita. And you can also find me on TikTok at, let me read this out because I don't have it memorized.
Oh, yeah,
Zany SC_521. You can find me there.
I heart you.
You should follow me, Meg. You know.
I'll try and find you when I'm sober.
Yeah, you can look at the people we're following. I don't know if that's public, but
Yeah.
you can look, and we're following Susie on TikTok. And for me, my favorite alcoholic drink, it's a tie. So
It's Cayman Jack.
no, but it is margaritas. I love strawberry margaritas, frozen strawberry
I
margaritas,
do love
especially.
margaritas.
Yep, and then also tied with Cape Cods. So I love vodka and I love tequila.
You like Tide Pods?
Cape Cod.
Don't just dare bring that back. That was a dark time in history for all of us.
I'm so proud of my joke. God damn it!
Not type. And then non-alcoholic, probably an Arnold Palmer, iced tea and lemonade. Because what's funny is I don't like sweet tea, but I love iced tea with lemonade. But if I don't have iced tea with lemonade, I just like iced tea with just real lemon. So that's it. And then you can follow me on Twitter at @AprilBeauty. The E and the A and the B are capitalized. You can follow me there for whatever I am into and geeking out at that moment, which everybody knows right now
Aw.
who that is.
Thanks, Jacob.
Oh, thank you. Thanks,
That's
Jacob,
so
for
nice.
saying that you've really enjoyed the time hanging.
Also,
Thank you.
Mal.
Thank you so much for watching us. I really appreciate it.
Mal, I don't know why you're
Well-
proud of me, but thanks. Are you proud
But-
of me for holding it together this long? Because I have not.
Yeah, be grateful there was no pumpkin spice involved this time.
Thank God. That was the worst thing I've ever tasted in my entire life. It was
Yep.
so bad.
Well, we're going to go back to closing out because we're going to get
Aaron's like, I want to go to bed.
so you can follow me over there for whatever I am geeking out about at the moment. Everybody knows what I'm geeking out about right now, but I don't care. It's my show, so I'm going to end it with another one of the pictures of what I'm geeking out about right now, and I know Susie's geeking out about him too. So there you go. There's another picture.
What is his name again? Finnegan Flip Flop?
Yes. No. Anyway, someday that joke will go
Steven
away.
Steampunk?
Someday that joke, but you can go follow us on TikTok at It's a Fandom Thing Pod, and there you will find the beautiful, lovely
Flynn
TikTok
Smith
video.
Flynn
to close
Smith
out, Meg. Meg.
Fandom.
And there you will find.
almost 4 hours into
I
this
know.
nonsense. No one cares about closing out. We're just here fucking around.
Okay, well, you can find us on TikTok at It's a Fandom Thing Pod, and we have a really awesome TikTok video. Shut up, Meg. That Aaron did about Finn Whitrock. That is absolutely amazing and funny. And we have a bunch of other TikTok videos that are funny too. One quick question about the Harry Potter universe. You don't want to ask us about the Harry Potter universe because I don't think. Well, I think Susie might.
Wait.
Susie's not into Harry Potter either.
What
right?
do you
No,
think about the
listen,
total history?
J.K.
Oh,
Rowling is
lordy.
a piece of human garbage.
Yes.
So we're not
but
gonna- yeah.
overall, the only thing I really like about the Harry Potter universe
like
is
Harry
how
Potter.
the fans
care
have
about
been
it.
able to put their own thing with
Here's
it, mainly. So
But we're not going to talk about it too
no.
much.
Hang on.
the
Give me 1
community,
second.
the really cute community that it's made is nice. That's what I'll say about it.
If you really, really love the Harry Potter universe and do not love the garbage that J.K. Rowling has become, check out a podcast called Sort of Brilliant podcast, where the two amazing hosts who are hilarious and adorable sort fictional characters into Hogwarts houses by their definitions and what they believe are the root causes of each Hogwarts house, not what J.K. Rowling's
Yeah.
puts out there. That's a fantastic podcast. If you want to listen to great character analysis within the Harry Potter realm without supporting J.K. Rowling and her transphobic nonsense, then Sort of Brilliant is a fantastic podcast to listen to. Even if you're not a fan of
Okay.
Harry Potter, to be perfectly honest.
Yes, awesome. And Rachel was on one of our horror trivia nights.
Mhm.
earlier, Paranormal night. Okay, so I'm going to close out now. So
Are you sure?
yes, yeah, enough. I'm not answering anymore. I love all of you for watching, but yeah, we are going to close out because I need to go to bed. Okay, so you can follow us on Facebook. Remember at facebook.com/itsafandom-thing-pod. Like us on Twitter at fandom-thing-pod. I am very, very active on Twitter. As everybody knows, that's like probably my second home. So follow us there. We also do live tweets. We're going to start doing, we're not doing one next week, but we're going to be doing a live tweet, or this week, but we're going to be doing a live tweet in a couple weeks. We're going to start Dexter for the new season. So we're going to be live tweeting that, hopefully live streams right after. I'll see if I can get someone else to do those with me, because my same team for American Horror Story is not necessarily going to be the same team for Dexter, except for I think maybe Jen, but we'll see. Cause I don't know if Susie watches that either, but we'll see what is going to happen with Dexter. And then be sure to follow us on, or like us on Instagram at It's a Fandom Thing Pod. If you have any show notes, feedback, if you would like to be a potential interview guest, we are booked up pretty much for the rest of the year. We would make exceptions for certain people, but we are pretty much booked up for the rest of the year. We're already scheduling interviews into next year. So feel free to email us at itsafandomthingpod@gmail.com. I swear our interviews are really a lot more together and better. You can go listen to some
This
of
is
them.
this is not the measuring stick to gauge. It's the same
Jacob,
thing.
oh my gosh.
What?
We're not going to give a quick history on America.
You want to know a quick history of America?
No.
Colonizers came, ruined everything. There we go.
There you go.
Jacob,
Okay, well, we're
Jacob,
going to.
please join all the live streams from now until forever. This is amazing. I love you.
Yeah, thank you for watching, seriously, and thank you as always to Mel. And then we are dropping an episode Friday, like I said, covering Friday the 13th. We already have an episode out on Halloween. We love horror right now. Meg doesn't, but we love horror right now. Even
I
though she's
never
not
do.
really-
Ever.
But that's my favorite genre, so we've been doing that. We're going to switch to other genres soon. We've got great thank you, Jacob. We've got great interviews coming up, but like I said, once again, we are so overbooked. But if you do have episode ideas, I'm open to listening to them. Can't do any of them this year because it's just crazy. And then yes, Mal is amazing.
Mal's
So, yes.
amazing.
And then we are going to be doing, I'm promoting this in March. We are doing a 12-hour epic live stream that'll be for charity. So we're going to have a lot of different people come on. Meg is gone. And so that'll be a lot of fun. So look for more information about that. That'll be towards the middle of March. So that'll be fun. So I hope to see Jacob and Mal in our live thing in our comment section for that. So yay. It'll be so much fun. And it's for charity. And you'll get to see me slowly lose my mind over the 12 hours. So that'll be the most entertaining part, is you get to take bets of when I will fall asleep at the wheel. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. People who watched at the beginning, towards the end, did the questions. This was a lot of fun. I love doing live streams so much. So keep an eye out for other ones. So thank you so much. Have a great night. Talk to everybody later. Bye. 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 Bye.